Hello, and welcome back to another Ramshackle production. Tonight we'll be doing the second episode of The Lost Mines of Phandelver, which is the campaign we're playing with the family here. My wife and 4 kids, we're all playing. If you recall, we've got Gage playing Baldric the Wizard. Jamie is playing Wadka the Dwarf Cleric. We got Luke playing Pee-wee the Half-Orc Fighter. We got Cole playing Lily the Elf Ranger. And we've got Rory playing Wolf the Human Fighter. So we've got a pretty decent party. Last time the party had started out in the city of Neverwinter. They had taken a quest from Gundren Rockseeker to deliver some provisions to Phandelver. On the way to Phandelver, Gundren and a human fighter, Sildar Hallwinter, had set out a few days before the party. The party was to take the wagon of provisions to Phandelver. On the way into Phandelver, they encountered 2 dead horses that had been ambushed by goblins. The party defeated those goblins and captured one of them, and they made that goblin show them where their base was. And so they went back to the base of that goblin. They moved into the cave. They had defeated a few goblins on the way into the cave, and they have now cleared out a room where there was a human who was tied to a rock. And so that was where we left the party last time, is that they've defeated all the goblins in the room, and now there's a human tied to a rock. So, party, what are your actions?
Okay.
Go ahead, Cole.
I have 2
Lily.
things.
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Lily.
I have 2 things. One, I never knew that mom, Wadka's last name was Stone. What? Stone something?
They never
No, it's
said
like
her name.
Gundrener.
No, your last name's Stone something.
Rockseeker.
She's a rock seeker, so she's cousins with the guy who hired you all to do the mission.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know
guys,
your last name was
guys,
Rockseeker.
If
But
you're not looking at the large elephant in the room, there's a human tied to a rock. Just
What's
chilling
number 2,
I'm
Lily?
talking.
So you've got this human. Do you guys want me to describe the room again?
Oh, yeah. Probably,
This large cave is divided in half by a 10-foot high escarpment.
Oh,
A steep natural staircase leads from the lower portion to the upper ledge. The air is hazy with the smoke of a cooking fire and pungent from the smell of poorly cured hides and unwashed goblins. You see a human male, about 50 years old, chained to the stalagmite there, and his mouth is bound. So
None of us recognize him.
no, none of you have seen him before.
So, before I was interrupted by Baldric, who isn't bald for some reason. Well, we don't know that until we take off his hat. I want to walk towards the human, look like I'm about to grab him, stop, and go search the rubble.
That's very.
We've already searched the rubble.
That's very rude.
No, the rubble over here.
We've already searched it. No?
He says
and
that
it's a 10-foot tall.
Well, we have to be able to get up
No,
there.
no,
Yeah,
I searched.
go ahead and move your. You want to search the rubble
Ooh.
behind the human?
We're moving around,
Yep.
people.
No, I'll move him in a second.
Lily, don't do that. That's such a jerk. Just
All right.
No.
All right. So roll a d20.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, leave him. He fell off the cliff.
It's fine.
I died.
Roll a d20.
You're dead.
My companion character is over.
13!
Nice. You search through the rubble, and you find a single gold piece
Yay, I'm rich!
buried within the rocks. So if Baldric would get him.
I'll be the banker.
Of course you want to, Baldric. Of course you want to.
What I would do
I
is
think money fascinates.
I'm going to actually move my guy up carefully, and I'm gonna untie the rope from his mouth. Say,
Just
"Sorry."
his mouth, please. Like, you should check with the group. Like, don't
Well, no,
untie him
He has
yet.
chains.
Okay, you're gonna just take off his mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And
Wait, does
I'm
he
gonna
have
say sorry
chains?
for my companion's rudeness.
Okay. Okay.
So as you remove the binding from his mouth, he looks at you. Oh, thank you, good sir. My name is Sildar Hallwinter. Thank you. These goblins captured me a few days ago. Could you undo my the bounds on my hands.
Wolf, can you ask
You-
him how to spell his name?
It's Sildar.
Why
Hall
don't you
Winter.
offer him
Hall-
some water
And
for
that's-
Sildar. D-A-R. Yep.
Hey, when's the last time you ate him?
Oh, it's what gruel they fed me has been meager at best. If you've got a bite, maybe some water.
Yeah, I got some other
parched.
stuff.
What was his last name?
Hall Winter.
No problem.
Dad.
Okay. So you
It's okay.
you
I got
reach in and hand him your water skin.
Yeah.
So he tries to lift his hands up.
Oh, so then I'll pour some in there.
You pour some water in his.
Am I have to do like a roll just make sure?
No,
that's
no.
all
You
over?
you can pour some water in his mouth.
Okay.
It's good.
So you pour some water. Hey, thank you. It's be much easier if you undid my binds. My name's Sildar.
I mean,
And you guys know Rock Gundren set out with Sildar. Like you know he's the
Okay.
human that Gundren set out with.
So wait, can I
Yeah.
guys maybe somehow figure out something about him? Just
I mean, you can talk to him. That's how you can figure out things about him.
Ask about my cousin.
ask away.
so what happened to Gundren?
Gundren.
Clog, the bugbear that runs this place, sent his goblins out, and I overheard them. They waylaid us on the road. They've taken poor Gundren to the Black Spider. I don't know who it is, but the Black Spider has Gundren. We must defeat the goblins that are in this cave and stop them from wailing anyone else, and then we've got to get back to Phandelver.
Can I
If
do-
you can escort me back to Phandelver, I will pay you 50 gold.
Alright. I'm gonna just do an insight check quickly. Just
All
make
right,
sure.
roll a d20.
Alright.
And
Are you good at insight?
I got a 6 plus. Anyone wanna back me up here? Plus
I will.
7.
I'm right
So-
by you.
Can we all back him up?
Yeah, can we all?
Alright, so then
We're
Well,
all
we-
listening.
it's-
We
it's-
can't hear what they're
You
talking
can't
about.
help someone with insight though.
Oh.
What?
I got a 7.
A 7. You think he's telling the truth? Like you don't think he's being dishonest.
Okay.
You remember Sildar was the companion of Gundren, and they set out together, and you're pretty sure this guy's telling you the truth.
Alright,
Maybe-
what are his hands bound to?
Maybe should I?
They're chained to the rock.
Okay.
Like the
well.
wolves. Like the
I know.
Pee-wee has
Yes, Pee Wee.
So I'm gonna walk to the chain.
Yep.
I'm gonna get my axe out,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna wait. Talk to him first.
Hold on. Let him finish.
Carefully cut the chain.
You want to break the chains
Yeah.
off of
So
him?
if I do it fast, I won't like accidentally cut him.
Okay.
I
Roll it.
do it slow.
Nice. Roll the d20. Yes.
We all just heard that conversation, correct?
Yeah.
He's
yeah, but
common.
I'm saying he doesn't know who we are.
He doesn't care.
Well, not yet.
together.
'Cause-
It fell off.
Yeah, because
Does
if
that
Luke just
count?
comes in charge with the sword.
Well, Luke is going up to the chains to whack the chains. He clearly sees that the chains are being knocked off.
Oh.
Oh. He doesn't. Looks like
Okay, let's try to make sure we roll on the board.
14.
No,
we
let
didn't
Luke
roll
roll
that
it.
roll, Luke.
Ow.
14.
14, yeah. So you take your
Okay.
hand axe and you smash the chains in between his hands, and they break apart. Thank you, sir. What is your name?
Pee-wee.
Pee Wee. I'm Sildar, as I said. A pleasure to meet you. He reaches out his hand and he shakes your hand.
And I use it with my edge into my sword, but not the sharp end, the other ends.
Okay.
'Cause I don't.
And the rest of you, who are you? You, sir, what's your name?
I'm Wolf.
Wolf. Wow. Sildar, nice to meet you. And you lady.
I'm Lily, but I'm still falling.
Lily, it's nice to meet you. And you look familiar to me for some reason.
My name is Wadka, and I am Gundren's cousin.
Ah,
I am a rock seeker.
Gundren. We gotta find him. Save him.
We need your help.
First, you've got to return me to Phandelver so that I can recuperate. And
Actually, the deal was you helped us first, and then we returned you.
okay, I don't have any arms or armor. Let me see what I can find. What's your name, sir?
Poultry.
Baldric. Ah, yes. You seem like quite the studious one. your books there.
Yes.
All right, let me arm myself. So he scurries over to the dead bodies of the goblins and pulls a short sword, kind of swings it through the air a little bit, testing the weight. This is not well made, but I think it'll do in a pinch.
I have 2 great swords. You can have one.
You have 2 short swords.
Whoa.
2 short swords.
Young lady, please keep your weapons.
Seriously, young lady.
I'm weak and tired. I don't know how much help I'd be in a fight anyways. So, but yes, if we can clear this cave and then you can escort me back to Phandelver, I will gladly pay you 50 gold. I won't have the money right away, but I can secure a loan when we get to town. So you were the group that Gundren hired to bring the provisions?
Yes.
Mostly because he's his cousin.
Okay. Well, my contact in Phandelver is a wizard named Jarno Albrecht. He traveled about 2 months ago to establish order in Phandelver. We've received no word, so I hitched along with Gundren to get to Phandelver. So please help me return to Phandelver.
So, who's this Yano?
Jarno is of the Lord's Alliance, the group of we're a group from Waterdeep, and our goal is to bring order and peace. We're somewhat of peacekeepers, and we try to keep peace along the Sword Coast and in the north.
Yano what?
Jarno Albrecht.
No. What's your group called?
Oh, we are the Lord's Alliance.
So, yeah, we need your help badly because there's a big boy somewhere down that cave, and he has and 2 other goblin boys.
Big boy, like a very large creature.
Oh yeah, he's huge.
Yeah.
With a wolf face.
That's Clog the bugbear. Yes,
Oh.
he is quite powerful.
There's a wolf and 2 goblins, I think, because I was up
Archers?
there.
Yeah, that'll be quite the fight. We must
He's a what?
be bugbear.
You know, I'm still falling, but if someone can help me out, can I shoot the 2 archers and they fall
You
too?
can just help yourself up, buddy. You're okay.
Well,
can't
now we can't. Rory,
reach.
maybe can reach
Help
out.
me, please.
You got it. Okay.
I'm falling to my death.
There we go.
All right.
How did I fall back up?
So yes, lead the way then. Let's defeat this Clog and make our way back to Phandelver.
Is it dark in this cave?
You have the torch that
Oh, yeah.
Pee-wee lit. So Pee-wee's been carrying around a torch.
Oh, yeah, so.
Wait.
So yeah, it is dark, but you have dark vision as you can see. But Pee-wee has that torch. Yes, Lily.
You know how vodka drinks, you know what? Could we make a Molotov cocktail?
You have if you had some flasks of oil, you could probably do that.
I might actually have some.
Do we have? We still have rope to put it in.
But we don't
light
need
it.
that yet. Wait.
No,
Oh.
yeah, Molotov cocktail.
But what was if we just.
We don't want any of this stuff out of that room, though.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Don't
Want
we
any of
throw it into the
Put her
fire?
chest and then put it.
How about we throw it at the big goblin guy so he'll go on fire? He's gonna have to run to the lake to take
Yes,
out the
Pee-wee.
fire.
No.
Well, no, we don't know what that looks
I
like.
think this.
I just
So
want to reset
we
it.
attract him, and we get like one vodka and see, and he attracts to it outside of the cave, and then we're gonna ambush him in the cave, out of the cave, but it might just be him.
That's it sounds like a good idea, but he's a crafty one. I don't think he'll leave his lair and chase you. I think it's best for a direct approach.
Anyways, the hole would be too small for him to fit.
How'd he?
Even
how does
Lily
he get
could
in?
barely fit.
Yeah, but then how does he get
I
in?
mean, it's a rather large cave complex. I've not seen it all, but
Well, there's a.
Let's make him lead the way.
I know I wouldn't know. If you know where he is, lead the way. I'll follow you. And we will.
Well-
Is this as far as you've gone in this cave?
Yes, they brought me in bound and gagged and
I know
brought me
where
into
it
this.
is.
They came along a river and then up a staircase and then into here.
Well,
Staircase?
there
We
is
have-
Yes.
there's a bridge that goes somewhere into a room we haven't seen yet. Just clearing that up. We haven't seen that yet. But yeah, there could be a vantage point there. We could take him out, maybe.
Perhaps, yes.
Let's go for the bridge. I want to search some rubble on the way.
I already
already
searched
searched.
it.
Damn it.
That's why
I guess I have to stop heading towards the bridge.
Okay, you want to start moving towards the bridge?
You want me to go over there?
No, I got it. Who's
I think we're all moving.
I'm Boogie.
Okay, we're all moving to the bridge, huh?
It's
Yeah.
a team action.
I think we should.
I do not want to fall off again, because if I fall off again,
So you're gonna take the lead there, okay?
Yeah, because I have shield.
and parkour.
We each wanted to be in the lead.
That's the only reason why, because of the shield.
Heroes in the lead.
Rory, you know how
I
much,
would say
much
that as
money
the wizard,
he's
it's
gonna
probably
have.
not best for you to be in the lead
Rory,
because you don't have good armor, and sometimes.
Heroes in
Heroes
the lead.
No, Rory said when he had a shield, that's all he was like, oh yeah.
Heroes, fighters in the lead.
There's a chest, there's stuff with money in there.
I don't.
Okay.
Pee-wee, can you switch spots with
Me, the guy in the back.
Okay.
Because he could just run away.
Well, I'm not going to run away. I need your help to get back to Phandelver. Wolf had already, told you guys that he was telling the truth.
Can I check one more time? Can I do one more
Yes,
time?
of course. Roll an insight check.
Skill 9.
Can I just?
He's telling the truth. He's not lying to you guys.
Yeah, I was
Okay?
going to say.
He was hired by the guy that hired you to help him get to Phandelver, and he needs your help getting back to
If
Phandelver.
I rolled a 20 on that, it's still true, right?
So the way it works when you roll the dice is I set a difficulty level. So somewhere between 0 and 30 or 35. In my mind, I say how difficult it is for you to attempt this thing. Because he's telling you the truth, he is working for the same guy you're working for. It's a DC of 1. So even if you roll a 1, you know he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
Because he's being honest with you.
Okay.
He's not being duplicitous or lying. Yes, Pee-wee.
I know a better plan to get him here.
Okay.
We can just get Baldrick's owl and he can ride it.
Well, remember,
It's-
Baldrick's Owl's disappeared right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
you should probably take it off
when
the
it
board.
comes
Yeah.
back,
It's been a day.
Okay, well, it's just us, honey. So let's not focus on sending the bird.
You don't have to explain large words to me.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Well,
see, you're well versed in the
Okay,
vernacular.
do we see anything over the bridge?
So across the bridge, you see that little chamber there, that little 4x4 chamber, but that's as far as you can see. So you see where the crease is to the next bit. You can't see anything into the next piece yet.
Okay, we need to cross that
move
bridge.
up.
Yeah.
I think we should move
I can
two. I think we should move
Pee-wee needs to go
every
last.
time
You
someone's
have to-
at half the bridge. They keep moving up because it's a woody bridge.
Would you like me to start?
Yeah. So if someone reaches half, they keep moving up.
Like that?
Yeah. Then they will start moving up, and they would keep going.
Why would we want 2 people on it at a time?
That's
It's a woody
Doesn't really
bridge
I'm
matter.
saying like you move on.
because it'd be creepy.
I mean,
then.
Dad would have told us if we're falling into a cliff by now.
Yep. So right there is
Yeah.
land on the end of the bridge right there.
But
Yep.
we can't all fit on the end
Why
of
am
the
I
bridge.
always
Yeah,
falling?
that's
My
why I'm just
character-
trying to make sure they all
Okay.
fit.
Yeah, I'll take care of each.
It's okay.
Pee-wee's gonna.
I'm Baldrick. I don't know
Pee-wee.
who this gauge character
Pee-wee.
is
All
talking
right,
about.
Baldrick.
I
My
think
I might
apologies.
break the bridge.
Yeah, I think.
My apologies, Baldrick.
Your apology is accepted.
I might break the bridge. Cause while I move up, I might break the bridge. I think I'm too close on the bridge.
Yeah, you might want to move that up just a little bit, maybe.
Okay. So this cavern is half filled with 2 large pools of water. A narrow waterfall high in the eastern wall feeds the pool, which drains out the western end of the chamber to form the stream that flows out of the cave mouth below. Low fieldstone walls serve as dams holding the water in. A wide exit stands to the south, while 2 smaller passages lead west. The sound of the waterfall echoes through the cavern, making it difficult to hear. And as you guys, the torchlight enters that room, you see 3 goblins.
What do they do? Just chilling?
Being stinky.
Do they see us?
They see you. We're about to roll initiative.
Please no.
Okay,
Dun,
first
dun,
guy
dun.
Those guys with the
So
shield,
we
I know
go
they're not
to-
taking shots.
Battle music.
Boom, boom, boom.
Everyone roll your d20.
Natural 20. You
11.
got a natural
Roll your 20,
20.
baby.
You got a natural 20?
Natural 20.
2.
2. I
think
thought
you
it
get
was
right.
15.
9. Plus my initiative, so I got 10.
You don't plus any initiative.
We don't have initiative.
Yeah, you guys do.
What are you talking
I
about?
got initiative plus 2.
Wait,
So I got 20.
is this initiative?
Okay. I need anyone have over 20? What'd you roll?
20. I got 20 plus 2 is a 20.
So
Wait,
over.
where's initiative?
Anyone have over 15?
I don't know.
No, Cole has 14.
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lily.
I have 2.
Lily.
You have
And
5. I have 11.
I have
All right.
What
5.
did you have, Rory?
I have 10.
Wonka, Wolf, and Kiwi.
He has 5.
Oh, I like that. Is that a golden out here?
Okay.
A cauldron?
Well, I think to roll up these long road sleeves. Things are gonna get downright.
This
ditzy.
isn't funny.
Can I see what's behind? Now can I see what's under your
All right. So first up, Baldric.
Okay. I'm gonna use my firebolt. I roll my d20, right?
Yep. You roll your d20.
Wait, you know, I'm just thinking about it. There's a pool of water, but it's a fireball.
Okay, fine, Rory.
Go to 2.
Two. That. So as you swirl your
Don't I
hands
get
and the
plus 4.
is yeah, but it still wouldn't be enough. So it's a total of 8. So firebolt leaves into your hand and scorches the back of the wall over the goblin's head. Next up is Lily.
Me.
Wait, you're a girl. Why are you
Roll your
talking
d20. Let's go.
Does I can.
Back down.
Wait, I already rolled it. I got 14. You see what? No, I shouldn't do that. The guy with the bat staff. The
Okay.
bat staff.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to shoot him.
Okay. So you have your bow out and you're gonna take a shot. Okay.
No, Dad, I'm gonna throw my short sword. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Would that be smart?
No.
And he is the dungeon master.
Would you roll, buddy?
A 2.
Yes.
2. So that's not gonna hit. So the arrow, as the goblin sees you pull out his bow, he ducks down and your arrow whizzes by harmlessly
Yeah, barely. It's 3 plus my strength is 3. Same thing.
over his head.
Yeah, probably.
Next up after Lily
I
is
rolled a 2.
the goblins.
Oh, damn it.
So the goblins move forward, and 2 of them move
Why me?
to swing
Wait, bro, why me?
But he's
at
got.
Wolf.
You were you're in the front. You should have picked me.
The other ones are weak.
Do you have a shield?
Oh yeah, I do.
All right, well,
I
so
was
the first
my-
one swings.
I'll swing my shield out.
He,
Does that do
yep,
anything?
he misses. He hits it with a 10 that misses, I think, and then he rolls a 15. What's your armor class?
My armor class is 18.
Okay, armor. He misses. So the first one swings and you block it with your shield. The second one swings and you use the back of your sword. The blade whizzes off harmlessly. The one in the back pulls out a short bow, turns it to the side, and shoots. He rolls a. I think that's a 15. Yeah, 15.
His armor
Armor class is 18. Yep.
Yeah.
So again, you see the one lining up with the bow. You bring your shield up. The arrow whizzes off and embeds
it
itself
goes
into
right
the
above my
ceiling.
hat.
Next up after the goblins is Wadka.
Vodka.
What are you doing, Wadka?
I'm gonna just get the guy that's
How are you gonna get him?
with my warhammer.
You're out of melee
Then
range.
with
You
my
can't hit him.
crossbow.
Okay, you're gonna pull your crossbow out. Shoot.
10.
Plus what?
2, so I got a 12.
No, it's more than that. It's 10 plus 2.
No, to hit plus 0.
Plus 2. It's a
Plus 0 plus 2, yeah.
Okay, so 12.
Plus
So they have an armor class. It doesn't hit. So yeah, your crossbow, and you're actually because Wolf's moving around blocking shots. You're trying to aim around him, and it whizzes harmlessly off into the pool to the left side. After Wadka's Wolf.
So I crack my knuckles and I pull out my long sword.
We can't. You're standing up, but
Oh,
you need
yeah.
to sit down.
Oh, sorry.
Alright.
So I crack my knuckles, pull out my long sword, say at ease, and I try to take a swing.
You swing with your sword at him. Okay.
12
Plus
Oh yeah, it's the long sword, so 4, so 16.
16. You hit. So your weapon comes down, and you get a solid hit. Roll your damage.
Oh yeah, it's a D8. Pretty sure.
Yep. It's on the top. D8 plus.
This is it. 0.
What? You mean 0?
He rolled a 0.
Then that's a 10. That's a 10
Oh,
sided
yeah,
dice,
I
and that would be 10. There's no 0 on
I
that
was
side.
like,
That's the highest that dice can roll.
I was like, wait.
Yeah, you gotta roll the 8 sided.
I got 6.
Plus
My damage is 2, so 8.
8 damage. So yeah, you take your longsword and you slice down, cutting the goblin from the shoulder across his chest, and he falls over, defeated.
I don't like getting dirty, so.
You've beaten that first goblin. Yep, just pull the first one off the board. Yep. Yeah! Alright, after Wolf is Pee-wee.
He faints by
Okay.
your gloriousness.
So I run and I say, guys, I'm coming for you. So watch out. So I run to the goblin closest,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm gonna do Pee-wee smash.
And you're gonna hit him with your sword?
Yep.
Alright. Roll.
That D20.
Roll that beautiful d20.
20.
Natural 20. So you when you roll a natural 20, let me see if I have this thing.
Tries to gently.
There we go.
traps on.
Right enough bounce too.
What did it say? Hopa!
So a natural 20 is means you do maximum damage with your weapon. So what damage does your weapon do?
No,
Two.
that's
It's
the
a d.
dice.
It's 2d6.
Plus 5.
So you automatically do 12 damage. Now roll 2d6. So it's 12 plus whatever you roll here.
The square?
This is
2 squares. Yes, 2 cubes.
2 cubes. Okay, this is my strategy with all my cubes. 3 and 1, that makes 4.
Plus
I
5.
am not
4 plus 5
done.
is 9 plus 12 is 21 damage. So yeah, you walk up with your greatsword and you and cut the goblin in half, and he falls over defeated. You've defeated another goblin.
Yeah, that got
Guys.
pretty dirty.
Oh, is that
All right, next up after Pee-wee is Baldric.
After Baldric is I'm going to dramatically roll up my sleeves again. Try this again. Hopefully I won't get to 2. Let's see.
Give me
Natural 20.
Hagama, be
10.
with me. I got to 1.
Oh, that's a critical failure. So yeah, you don't hit. You almost take the back of Wolf's head off, and Wolf, you feel heat as the firebolt glazes over your head and leaves some soot marks behind on the top of your
Back in my
head.
glory days, I would have burned my hair, but love the fire though.
Nice. All right, next up after Baldric is
Lily.
Lily.
I have too much. I have such low self-esteem.
Everyone was trying to
that
be
this
dramatic.
is-
I get dramatic. I pull down my hood, roll up my sleeves, pull out my bow,
Don't even have sleeves.
aim. Fire with a 6.
6 plus what?
What
I
is
have
this?
11.
So D20.
It's where your longbow is on your
Plus 4 plus 2.
So 6 plus 6 is
12.
6 plus 6, buddy. Come on, Paul.
11.
That's 12, but close. Good try. So 12, and your arrow. The goblin sees it come in, and he ducks to the right, and the arrow whizzes over his shoulder. After
back
Lily
into
is
it.
the goblin. The goblin does not like these odds, and so he.
No,
No.
please.
No.
Ugh.
Guys, let's
Oh
retreat.
god, no.
If
All
you
right.
just killed him. If I just got.
So,
All right, next up after Wadka.
Okay, well, I want to check the 2 dead goblin bodies.
You're still in combat.
Who am I combating? No one's in this room.
He's not in that room, but you're still in initiative.
He's
so the
talking
goblin,
to the
goblin
others.
ran back into out of sight, but you're not quite sure what's happening. But you're still in initiative.
Then
We
I
have to
don't know what
fight
to do.
then.
Like I can move 2
We
spaces.
have to fight
I can
then.
You
move
can move
6
You can move
spaces.
5 spaces. You move 25 feet. You can move 5 spaces.
Mom, we have to
Each space
fight
is
them.
5
I
feet.
guess I'll try to get closer and shoot him with my crossbow.
I mean, you have a whole bunch of spells too. Remember, you have a whole.
But those are all healing.
She has guiding bolt. Guiding bolt is one of
Mostly.
her offensive spell, or sacred flame. So you have a combat spell right here, sacred flame, that does I think 1d10 damage. You'd have to read it. So
1d8.
1, 2,
And you
3,
reach 5th level.
4. You get another d8. So it's 1d8 to start with, and then at 5th level you get a second d8. I believe is how it works.
My
So you
5th,
see-
my 11th, my 17th.
Yep. So you see in the room what's on the board there. You see the goblin has run back in and he's talking to the other folks in the room, and you see them getting ready for combat. Would you like to do anything?
I got a mage.
Well, yeah, I will attack.
Okay. You want to cast your sacred flame?
Sure.
Okay. So roll. What does it say on there for sacred flame?
1d8.
No. But what?
The target must succeed on a dexterity
That's it,
saving
yeah.
throw or take 1d8 radiant damage.
Who are you targeting with that? You can see
The guy that just ran in.
Okay. You can. Yeah. I'll say you can see him. Okay. He's making a dexterity saving throw. What's your spell DC? So on the top of your spell, it should be there or.
8 plus 3 plus 2.
Yep. So 13. Ooh, he doesn't make it. So as you lift your hand into the sky and then you bring it back down. Radiant flame encases his body. Roll a d8 for damage.
It's a sacred flame.
Sacred flame.
5.
So you see as the goblin starts try to pat the flames out, the magical flames that had covered his whole body. He's hurt pretty bad, but he is still standing.
How much health does he have?
Well, I can't tell you that. But he's hurt real bad. Alright, next up after Wadka is Wolf.
Oh, I did my spell save.
That's right, yeah. Your spell save. That's how. So your spell save.
It's not my magic attack to hit.
So not all your spells are attack spells. So this one, that spell specifically, the creature has to make a saving throw against what you were doing. So there's two different ways that you cast spells. One, you roll a dice to see if you hit. Two, you take your spell save DC, and a creature has to try to beat that. So you hit for you essentially roll 13 all the time with those spells, and they have to try to beat that.
Okay.
Next up is Wolf. What are you doing, Wolf?
Okay.
You can move 6 squares, I believe.
I know, 1, 2,
3.
no, is it wait.
You wanted to pass
Moving
Vodka.
6 squares.
I know, but you count 3.
Yeah, Maz is done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is where you want to go?
No,
No, he wants to go closer so
Okay.
he can see someone.
Like
and
there?
hit someone.
I'll move. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You can't go diagonal.
Yes, you
know,
can.
Oh.
Yeah. So you're right there at the end of the
Yeah,
stairs.
and if I go up, I'm gonna die. So kind of like.
I mean, it's just a staircase. They can still come down to you. You can go up to them.
Oh.
So it's just it's a one-step stairs. So
They attack next though.
5. Well, I have a.
Pee-wee's actually next in the order.
And then it's me.
They won't. So to be Pee-wee, Baldric, Lily, and then they'll go.
Okay, so then I guess I'll try to take a swing. I'm gonna push that goblin.
You're gonna push him or swing
push
him?
him
Fire.
in fire.
No, push him.
In
Okay.
the fire.
You're pushing him into the fire.
This will start smoking them out, maybe.
Okay, so you're making a shove attack.
Yep.
Don't worry, this is gonna be
Do I do that?
gruesome.
All right, roll. It's on the back. It should say right there.
Shove.
Rory, they can't see.
Push him back. Push him back. Way back.
Oh wait. So
Shove.
I rolled 220.
You roll 20 and I roll 1 as well. Right? What does it say? Read it out loud.
Target is prone or moved 5 feet away. Oppose strength and legs versus
Yep.
strength and legs and dexterity.
Yep.
That is easy.
5 plus my
Plus your strength modifier.
2.
So 7.
Yeah.
So he rolled a 7, but he's a -1 on strength, so he rolled a 6, so you barely beat him. So yeah, you knock him back into the fire, and as he lands on the fire, all the flame from the fire tries to catch him, starts to catch him on fire again, and he takes 5 points of damage, and he starts burning up, and you hear him.
That's not good.
And I
And
say,
you guys
I am
made-
scarred for
Well, I
life.
wanted his bat.
You guys made some goblin barbecue just then.
Guys, I'm a little
Wolf,
hungry.
anything else you want to do?
Is his
I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna. Oh yeah. Can I not move anymore?
You've used all of your movement at
Okay.
this point.
I'm gonna pull out my shield then.
Your shield's already out.
Oh.
Yeah, you have your shield and your sword in your hand.
Whack at that wolf.
Is
He
his
can't have any more
is his
attacks.
bat?
So
Uh,
essentially, you could say
Yeah,
something and that's.
Oh yeah.
Is his bat wand in the fire?
Love. What's that thing called? The guy's holding.
Clark.
No, not Clark. The thing he's holding.
He's holding a
Mace.
morning star.
A morning star. Love the morning star. Where can I get one of those?
Okay, nice.
You always just come.
All right, next up after Wolf is Pee-wee.
Okay, so I'm gonna
You want to move in there?
try to sneakily go
There's
on
no
the
point
side of
sneaking
the
anymore.
wolf on the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try to sneakily, but then I'm gonna swing at that wolf with my great sword.
Okay, so roll a d20 for your stealth to see how sneaky you were when you approached him.
Hola, amigo.
Hey, thanks for the follow, USA Flavor.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Again.
So you basically from nowhere all of a sudden Pee-wee's wearing a ninja suit and no one can see him and he starts running. You know, like in anime when they run really fast
like
with
this?
tiny feet. Yeah, exactly. He starts running like that and no one can see him and then he moves up and now swing. Roll your d20 to swing at the. You've rolled 3 natural 20s in a row. That is absolutely
It's a low
insane.
to die.
That is a loaded die for sure.
No, he's gonna die like. Wait.
So-
I'm gonna roll the other one.
I'm just gonna tap him.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's essentially you've defeated him. So roll the damage dice though to see how badly you defeated him.
You gotta roll maximum.
2d6.
Oh, it's the seat.
Yep. If he gets 10, I'm going to screech. And of course he gets 8.
8 plus 5.
13 plus 12. You do 25 damage. So as you
You should
sneak
say
up,
that for the big
the
guy.
wolf is looking at Wolf because he hasn't seen you yet. And he's growling at Wolf, and then you just take your greatsword and slice him open. And much like the Tauntaun on Empire Strikes Back, he opens up and his innards spill out. But it smells really bad, yeah. So you've defeated that wolf. So
I
you
killed
can
it. Oh,
take
God.
he was an evil wolf.
Pee-wee, you should say that for the big guy.
Yeah.
So he was an evil wolf, and you defeated him. Good job, buddy.
Cow.
Baldric, you're up.
Yeah, I'm going to expertly unroll my sleeves. And then I'm going to see how far I can move.
You can move
1,
6 squares.
yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Does
So
Pee-wee still
I
have
can
his
see those
ninja
in my
suit?
sight, right?
Yep, you can see everybody. Well, no, because you'd have to be right
And you can go
here.
diagonal, remember?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you'd have to be
You
here
can
to
even
see
scoot up one, because
everything
So-
on your side.
Now that no, I don't. I would. Oh yeah. Okay, so can I try my? I don't. Is this oh, how many level 1 spells?
You have 1 level spell left because you cast 1 already, didn't you? Last
Not
time.
this one.
I did.
What do you, you cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah, shoot.
Oh, you haven't cast. So you have all you have 2 level 1 spells. So you-
I want to try this magic missile.
okay.
Call it a magic
So
missile.
how does the magic missile? I think automatically hits. Read the spell description.
Okay. You create 3 glowing darts of magical force. Each dart hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range. A dart deals 1d4 plus 1/4 damage to its target. The darts all strike
Simultaneously.
Yes, I do that. And you can direct them to hit one creature or several.
All right. So you get to roll 3d4, and that's how much. So that's the pyramid.
3d4.
That's what it says, right?
It says
3 darts and then
1d4 plus 1 force damage.
plus 2 force plus 1 force damage. So you roll 3d4, and each one does whatever you roll plus 1. So you'll have to roll that pyramid 3 times.
You
Oh.
do.
My two pyramid.
This one?
Yep, the pyramid. Let me see.
I
You dropped it.
just triangle where it says 1, 2, 3.
Yep, yep. And then if you whatever number lands on top. There you go. See, there you go, all 3 of them. So roll those 3 dice, and add 3 to whatever you roll.
Got
Hey
it.
guys. Oh, let's see.
I got 2, 2, and 3s. I got 2, 2, and 3.
So add those together.
It's that is. Sorry, I was about to say 4, but that's wrong. It's 7.
Plus 3.
Plus 3 is 10.
So you do 10 points of damage. Who are you targeting? Clark. Yeah. You have to make sure to declare that beforehand, but you do.
Okay,
Clark.
I guess I'll do the big one.
All right, so three small darts of light shoot out of Baldric's hands, and they strike the bugbear. One hitting his upper shoulder, one hitting him in the torso, and one hitting him in the thigh. As they kind of go across his chest, and he's looking like he took quite a bit of damage there. But he looks over you angrily and growls.
Guys, this is the MLG's turn. ever.
Cheese nibbits.
Okay,
Alright.
how many moves? How much can I move?
Next up after Baldric is Lily. You can move 35 feet, so you can move 7 squares.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm standing right here. Time to do a 360 no scope.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're 360 in the air there.
7.
A 7 plus what?
What am I modifying?
You're adding your longbow to it again. I think it's plus 6, but just double check.
6.
So 7 and 6 is 13. So the bugbear was already growling over at Baldric, and because of that you missed the shot and it hits the wall harmlessly behind him. Unfortunately.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
do that again. I'm gonna.
Wait, no, you can't. You
All right,
can't.
next turn for sure. Okay, it's bad guy turn. So the bugbear steps forward. 2 goblins step over here. And so the bugbear, seeing this giant green skinned half orc run into the room and just destroy his wolf, isn't happy about that, and he takes a swing at you.
How could he see him? He was so stealthy.
He's
Well,
still
because
in the ninja suit.
once he hit, his stealth goes away. Like he's not sneaking anymore because he
Wait.
came out and hit.
How much health did he take away?
Well, he hasn't hit you yet, buddy.
Oh.
And you can also try to block.
He rolled a 4 plus 4 is 8.
He has
What's your
6.
armor class?
16.
16.
Yeah, so he misses. So you see
Oh,
him.
like this. He,
Yep, exactly. He swings at you with his Morning Star, and you just move your head to the side, and he misses harmlessly. The 2 goblins in the back, they pull out their bows, and they take shots. One takes a shot at Baldric, or Wolf, and one takes a shot at Pee-wee. Let's see. So that is a 13 and an 11. Does
Wait,
13
so-
hit you?
I have 18.
And 11 doesn't hit you. So the goblins, while they're trying to hunker down behind cover and try to shoot their arrows, can't see very well, and they clink off into the darkness, falling in the pool behind you all harmlessly. Next up is Wadka. I gotta start rolling. Yeah, Wolf's got a good portrait. He looks just like Dan Boyle, doesn't he?
Hi, Dan.
Awesome. Next up is after the goblins, Wadka.
Okay, well, I will move on up.
Moving on up, you're gonna get into melee range.
Yes.
Wait, I just realized that guy hasn't been following.
All right, so they have both squares, so you actually can't get close enough with your warhammer.
I can't use my warhammer.
Yeah.
So I have to use my crossbow.
You can use your crossbow, or you can cast Sacred Flame again.
narrator.
Well, I don't feel like my sacred flame hits for as much.
He's a dungeon master.
It hits for 1d8. Your crossbow also hits for 1d8, but your crossbow gets a +2. It doesn't get like plus.
No, it only gets +2. It gets a d20 +2.
Well, no, that's to hit, and then damage is over here.
That's
So
an 8
damage
plus
gets
0.
+0. So they both hit the same. The difference is that you roll the dice for the crossbow, and for the Sacred Flame,
I
it's a
always
saving. Well, it's a saving throw against 13.
Okay, I'd rather then I'll use my sacred flame. I put my little hands up and yell, yay.
Haven't she already used this? This would be a
She had
third.
cantrip. It's a cantrip. You can
This
cast
is
as many cantrips
Oh,
as you want.
0.
No, it's
Okay, I haven't done
ooh, he crit failed that. He rolled a 1. So roll your d8.
I'm gonna say yay again and see if it works.
Wait, who are you fighting?
Yay. 6.
6. You do 6 points of damage. So you see Wadka lift her hand and she goes yay, and then she brings it down, and flaming radiant energy covers the bugbear, and he starts trying to knock it off his body as he takes some damage from the sacred flame. Next up after Wadka is Wolf.
Okay.
Just gonna
Wolf.
do a little slice and dice and kill that big boy.
All right, you're gonna swing at him. So roll a d20 for an attack.
Natural 20.
15
Plus.
plus 4, so 19.
That's a hit. Roll your damage.
Come on. Big money. No whammies, no whammies. That's
2 plus 2 is 4.
So you hit him for 4 damage. So as he's patting the flames off from the sacred flame, you catch him off guard and you get a good slice into his arm, and you open it up and blood spills out over his gauntlets.
Yay,
It's
well.
a blood red.
So that does not look like a good treat, sir. Take 2.
Take 2.
So that does not look good. Maybe I should ask Wadka here to help.
Yay.
Wait, is he dead? Is he dead?
Next up is Pee-wee.
A face
Okay.
in the
No,
background.
he's not dead yet.
So I'm gonna try to do a 360 no scope over him, and then
Cole.
when I'm in the air, I'm gonna try to slice off his head when I'm in the air.
Do you
360
have
no scope.
acrobatics?
So for
No, he has +3 acrobatics.
So,
oh no,
yeah.
+5 acrobatics.
so roll a d20. So let me make sure I understand what you're doing. You're trying to jump over
15.
him. And
Plus
as you,
5.
And as you
20.
jump over him, you want to swing with your sword at him.
So, Dad, imagine.
Let Pee-wee explain it.
Plan it to you.
D20.
So what you?
He rolled a 15 and then has +5 acrobatics.
So yeah, so you see Pee-wee, he crouches down and gets really low in his stance, and then he springs into the air, jumping surprisingly higher than anyone could think possible,
Oh my God.
up over the bugbear, swinging his sword. Roll a d20 as he flies over him.
6.
6 plus.
5 plus 2.
13. So unfortunately, you misjudged the jump, and your sword.
You're so high.
You land on the ground, but you missed your sword swing, and it doesn't hit him.
He would be back here though, right?
Yeah, you're behind him. You made the jump over him, but you were so focused on landing the jump that you missed your sword swing on him, unfortunately. That's okay, buddy. It was a really cool move.
Hey, he got like 4 20s in a row. That's all that
Seriously.
matters.
Baldric, your turn.
I expertly
Roll up my
sleeve.
Nice.
Okay. And I think I'm going to stay where I am. Actually, you know what?
You know what's coming.
Instead of doing any cool flips, I'm going to sheepishly walk over to the first square.
Okay.
First square.
And then
What are you looking at? Those rocks?
Wait, Baldric, what about those?
Those rocks are nice.
Baldric, those
Nice
sleeves.
limestone.
Did you want to do those sleeves?
What are you doing, Baldric?
I am going to try to firebolt these two in the back.
Firebolt can only hit one target.
One, but
Yeah,
like
you
that
can hit
one.
one of them. Okay,
One of
cool.
them.
So roll your attack dice.
It's a 2!
That 2 misses.
Do it,
So the
Baldric.
goblin ducks behind the crates and barrels of supplies, and it hits harmlessly on one of the crates that he ducks behind. Any other movement or anything?
I sadly do a 360 no scope in the same square.
Okay. Next up is Lily.
You ready
Just
for
like
it?
this.
I'm 360 no scope big guy.
360.
So you're going to try to shoot a bow at that close range, or you're going to put your swords
Oh,
out?
like that. Okay.
Oh,
If you shoot a bow while you're standing next to him,
What if you shoot?
we want to roll for
Yeah, I
a new
wanna shoot
DM.
that game.
Oh, that's
Slice his
awesome.
head off.
Thanks, 4-4.
I'm
What?
doing it
Somebody
again.
wants to roll for a new DM. Pretty sure that's.
What?
Someone
I'll tell you what I got.
I got a 7.
What are you rolling for?
A new
Oh, for a new
DM.
DM.
Oh, rolling for new
Dan,
DM. Let's
I
see.
go down.
It's
Uh,
Dan.
I
Roll,
got a 16.
roll the d20.
Ooh, I got a 7.
7 plus.
Hey!
Oh, 7.
Wait, no, I was doing that.
Oh, for the new DM. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Now, are you gonna shoot with your bow?
Natural 20.
Nice job.
The bow would be more cooler.
If you shoot your bow at him, he's gonna get an opportunity attack, which means that he's gonna swing at you while you're shooting at him. But you can pull your 2 short swords out and swing.
Can I go like this?
Yeah. So you actually because you're gonna take you get 2 attacks as you have 2 short swords. So roll your d20 twice.
Yeah, so I mean like 360 no scope, head off, slice again.
All right. You're gonna try to do 2
That's gonna be
swings.
gruesome.
Keep a
No,
trophy.
but I am a savage.
Why don't you
little
do it the
baby.
good way? Instead of like wasting all these rolls, just roll your d20 twice and see if you slice them up instead of wasting on a 360 no
Roll your
scope.
dice, buddy.
16.
16. So you hit with the first one. Roll for your second one.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. All right. So you swing in the air and you pivot and you take your short swords and you hit him with both. Roll your damage, please. I think it's
you guys tell me.
it's 1d6 for your short
He has a
swords.
d8. Oh no.
No, it's a d6 for short swords.
Yeah. D6 plus
So
What's a
four.
D6?
so you roll two
The square
two of
dice.
the square, 2 of the cubes.
Sit. Sit.
5 and 1, 6
Plus.
plus
6
Wait, so
plus
you
four.
rolled a 5 and a 1.
Uh-huh.
6 and
So
a 4,
6, but
10.
you had 4 twice because you used a 4 for each dice. So you're adding 8 to 6.
Use your fingers. 8.
Oh, 8. Wait, how many? 14.
There you go.
14. So, as Lily takes her 2 short swords out and spins in the air and swipes at him with 2 strikes, Clark, the bugbear, falls over, defeated.
Don't underestimate your
We
powers.
just have to do the goblin.
So the 2 goblins in the back, so Clark can come off the board.
Is he
altogether,
scared?
clear the space.
Are they scared of me?
So the 2 goblins in the back pull out their continue. They already have their short bows out. They continue to shoot at you guys. I have a 19 and a 12. Pee Wee, you're gonna get hit. So you take
I like this.
7 points of damage as an arrow hits you right in the chest. But he has like I think 13 hit points or something.
Yeah, it's 13 health.
So where do we take a little note of
I have
this? Are you taking notes of
16.
that?
No, you have to keep track of that. It's not the shield, it's your hit points. So just write on there in pencil how many hit
Minus
points you have.
7.
You should be, I think, -3 from last time you played.
But she healed
I
me.
healed her.
Oh, you healed her? Okay.
No, it was him.
No,
No.
I healed like everybody. I did big healing.
4-4 is Dave. For I'm Bod.
Wait, Dad?
Valker from the campaign. Yeah, that guy.
Is there
Great.
sunglasses?
No, that's not Mr. Sunglasses. No, Dave's way too cool to wear sunglasses at a D&D game.
Was he the redhead?
Yeah, he's the redhead.
Oh, was
Wait.
he?
Vault, yeah, he was. you miss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Made his magical sunglasses.
Wait, he was Voldemort?
No.
No.
He was he had a guy who was the double brass. That was the guy. Yeah.
We should have made you
Okay,
Voldemort.
well, we have to wait
So yeah,
till-
he's defeated. The goblins both shoot and they hit Pee Wee once. One of the arrows clatters to the ground harmlessly. Wadka, you're up.
Okay, well I'm gonna move on up.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
You get right up in
Oh,
their
nope.
business.
You have to go back one.
No, I did
That's 6
diagonal.
spaces.
You did
I can
diagonal.
move 6.
No, you can move 5.
Yeah.
Because you're
You have
dwarf.
short legs.
All right. You can hit him at an angle though. You're good. So roll your. You're gonna hit him with your warhammer.
Yeah.
All right. So roll the d20. Add your warhammer bonus. Is that a
One.
natural 1?
That's a natural one.
Yeah. So natural 1 is
it's
a miss no matter
It's
what.
a 7.
No, that's a
Did
1.
I trip over my own little short leg?
Yeah, but you were able to catch yourself, so you don't fall prone. But you all watch as Wadka runs up with her warhammer and kind of almost falls over, but is able to catch herself and keep standing.
My
After-
boobs kept me up.
Your boobs.
Ooh,
Wolf, you're up.
I think we should have like the best moments of the family.
Watch them and create the highlights, man. You can clip it.
Oh, I don't know how.
I'll show you how to highlight. Go ahead. Your move.
Mom, I just
imagine 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna. Is that a wall there?
Yeah, that's a wall.
Okay, well I'm gonna push that box over that goblin.
You're gonna try to push the crates and boxes in front of you onto the goblin.
Yeah.
Okay, make a strength check. Roll a d20 and add your strength
When
modifier.
I fell off, I fell.
11 plus 2 is 13.
13. So you try to push, and they kind of move back a little bit, but it's not enough to push them over onto the goblin. Anything else?
I'm just gonna. Here, I'm getting a little chilly. Just pop me back a little bit.
All right, Pee-wee, you're up.
Maybe help me, man.
Okay, so I'm gonna
She's a
bounce,
little short.
bounce, and then,
Pee-wee falls.
and then I'm gonna say this. Hey boys, want some candy? Nope, not today. And I'm
Boom.
gonna smash one of them.
All right, roll your d20 and try to smash that first one.
Natural 17.
The 17's a hit. Roll your damage. 2d6 plus 2, I think?
5.
Plus 5. 2d6 plus 5. So roll those and add 5.
4 plus 1 is.
What's 17?
What's 4 plus 1?
14.
4 plus 1. 4 plus 1 more finger. And
Alright.
5 plus 5 is.
Alright, so you hit him for 10 damage. That goblin crumbles to the ground as your greatsword slices him across his chest. Yep.
Perfect.
Next up after Pee-wee is Baldric.
Okay. Expertly.
Pull your sleeves up. Yes, yes.
That's gonna be a thing now. Okay. Wait, see. Sadly. Walk up. Yes. I'd be sad now. I guess I'm just going to firebolt that guy.
Alright, roll your d20.
The boxes, the loot, the
Oh,
money.
what's your lord called? Because mine didn't want to work with me. Gave me a failure.
Yeah.
I don't think I
Yay.
really believe that
Yeah,
my
you-
lord
Like
is
a
watching me,
religious
so we're
person.
like,
Raider.
no, but I don't believe that they.
Okay,
No.
Oh. Chimichangas.
Yes,
Chimichangas.
go for the chimichangas.
Please
Chimichanga.
help me with this roll.
Roll your d20. 12 plus.
Natural 12.
For my what? 4 and 2, that's 6, so I got an 18.
18 hits, roll your damage.
Ouch! Okay,
It's on the. It's on the.
damage, so I need a 10.
No, it's on your. Does it say guiding bolt there? Is that the attack?
I'm using my firebolt.
Oh, yep, firebolt. Did you say firebolt? Was that the firebolt's attack?
It says firebolt over here.
Cool. Yep.
What do you need to
Okay.
hit?
Is it? What do you roll for damage? Look at your
It
spell.
says 10. That's
She rolls a 10 plus 6.
Okay. No, not the firebolt.
Her magic attack, 10 plus 6. It's honey.
Honey, I see that, but that's.
Oh well, she
I
has
thought
it
I
written
could
up on the front as one of her.
It's 1d10. It doesn't get a plus 6.
You told me to write
Yeah, that's the plus 6 isn't right. It's just a 10. So roll a d10. Firebolt just because it's a cantrip, it only does 10 damage. It only does 1 dice. That's a 10. Just drop the 0 at the end.
Come on, Baldric.
5.
5 damage. Your firebolt hits him, and his arm is burnt to a cinder, and it's really hard for him to hold his bow. But he's still standing, if only barely. Next up after Baldric, Lily.
Yeah,
I feel
you
bad
know
that I
I'm
didn't
doing
finish
it.
him off.
What?
I'm doing a front flip, then shoot the goblin.
So roll a d20 for an acrobatics check.
I gotta check. What's my acrobatics?
Guys, stop
Plus
doing
4.
flips.
18 plus 4. That is.
You land your flip.
It's the most beautiful flip
But
anyone's
now-
ever
Most beautiful
seen.
flip.
But now
roll
I
your
gotta
attack.
shoot. I gotta shoot
Yep.
right away.
Can he stand on this box because it was so good?
Sure, that's it. He lands on top of the box. Now you're shooting down at
Wait.
at the goblin below you.
I'm gonna say. Fries mode. 16
That's a hit. So roll your damage.
Surprise.
damage, which is D8. I need a D8.
Do you not have a d8?
Those are 6s,
Oh.
baby.
Those are 6s. The 8 looks
The
like
8
2
looks
pyramids
like
stacked on top of each other.
Okay.
No.
That's a 6.
Oh,
There's no
six.
9 on
6.
it.
Yeah, so you hit him with your arrow right in the top of the head, and he falls over defeated. You guys have defeated Clark.
And at the speed of light, I dash to that chest.
It is not
I
your
dash to that
turn. Sit down and
chest.
shut up.
No, it's not battle anymore.
We're out of battle, so how are you? What do you guys want to?
I moved that chest.
I said everyone.
Hold
We're
on.
working together, brah. I
But
say
my
we
weakness-
we search everything and split it up equally.
And the thing
Period.
is, my,
I think
my
we should
character
go-
likes money. That's
Let's
the
go in the
weakness.
same order that we did an attack. Okay, so I'll go first.
I don't agree with that.
No, I think
All
it's
I'm
smart.
going to do is look in the fire and see if that bat staff is there. Cause
Okay, she wants the bat staff.
Is the bat
Perfect.
staff there?
No, it was just that's just what that mini looked like. It wasn't. He didn't have
Oh,
a special
boo.
stuff. He was actually carrying a scimitar and a short sword.
Is this short sword there?
Is what?
The short sword?
Their short swords are there, but they're of ill make. So you're pretty
Oh.
sure that you really couldn't sell them to anyone.
Are they
because
light? Could we just carry them back to town for trade-ins or
She just-
something?
No,
just
no
said
one
they're
would
not
buy them
good.
because
Oh.
they're poorly
They're
made.
goblin
They're all
crap.
damaged.
What if there was a half
Yeah.
goblin?
Then it's my turn if we're going to Valor. I am standing on a huge crate. I want to search that, baby.
All right, roll a d20.
Oh, I got to expert.
Of course, I get a 7 on this.
All right, so you find. Sorry, it's in here.
Legend of Zelda.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to change the music to the victory music.
We'll change it up. We just
And
victorized.
you didn't actually do the haha or.
Yeah.
Huzzah.
When Wadka rolled the crit failure, I should have done the.
You did that to me.
Or everything Luke roll up.
Accidentally.
Oh, Dad,
Take
you
off my
shouldn't.
robe
When
until we
I
fight
did the 360 no still on top of the Wolfman, you
Hashtag
should do
sponsored.
the wah 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 because I didn't cut his head off.
But still,
Society.
my 2 awesome flips, my 360 no scopes, spot on.
So what you find is, I have the card somewhere. I'll hand it to you in a minute. Is you find sacks and crates of looted provisions, and on the sacks and the crates, you see a blue lion shield. So it's a shield with a blue lion on it. You see sitting in the pile of.
Wait, wasn't his Blue Lion? Wasn't that Baldric? Read your notes. Wasn't that one of his group names?
No, he was from the Dragons.
But you said Blue
Or the
Lion.
Lords, the Lords Alliance.
Yeah, Lords of Lions.
Lords of Lions.
Lords Alliance.
You know, did I
Lords
find
of
anything
Lions.
else?
They heard Lords of Lions.
Here.
Did I see? Did I get any? Did I see? anything
You
else?
also find
That makes more sense.
on the
I wrote literally Lords of Lions.
You wrote what?
Lords of Lions.
The
No,
Lords
it's
of Lions.
Lords Alliance, not Lords. So much no scoping. You're right, Murderburger. A lot of no scoping. It's what happens. These kids and these damn video games. All they want to do is no scope.
No scope. No scope.
You also find 2 bottles of fine wine.
Ooh.
On
Me
the goblin.
tonight.
Yeah, Lily.
Here.
What's up, girl?
Here.
You tonight, bar. Sounds
and
good.
then
You want to give me one of the
find
bottles?
Yeah.
you find
Thanks, Lily.
in
Thank
the
you, Baldric.
pockets. You find in the pockets.
You might have got soda on the because you worked it on
You guys ready?
Oh yeah.
You find in the pockets of Clark and the goblins that you defeated
Wait, what?
20 gold pieces. So just so you
1, 2,
know,
3,
that's
4, 5. We
that's
each get-
four pieces.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
Oh, on the bank.
So if you can get four gold pieces for everybody and hand those out.
Questione.
Yes.
So are all these bodies there? Is it something to search?
That's what you just found was the 20 gold pieces
Oh,
in,
on these
in the
guys.
goblins
Hey,
and in
Dad.
Clark's pockets.
You know what?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I
I thought
take-
he got just in this.
No, I just gave him a search
This is
for area.
everything. Okay.
Yeah.
If I take out the shield of this, will it still be
You can
500 GP?
Cole didn't
No,
give any.
50.
This is
Oh, I
yeah,
already got-
50
give him the-
GP.
yeah.
If I sold this, would I get 50 GP for it?
Yeah. That's what that means.
But did I take the blue shield out?
No, what it is. It's like when you buy like HEB products and they have HEB on the bag or whatever, or Whole Foods. It says Whole Foods on the bag. That's all it is. It's all the products and stuff, but it has the blue lion shield on the bags and stuff. Yes.
Is there any use in like examining the water or going back into that room and checking out
Yeah, it wasn't
anything about there's nothing but the water. It's a whole big, beautiful
Yeah,
water.
it's just a waterfall that feeds into these 2 pools.
Are we thirsty? Can we fill up our ship?
We already did
Can we
at the
drink?
beginning.
You could certainly go and drink the water.
It's not like life elixir.
You'd have to try. I mean, you can go and
I would
see.
like to try that delicious water.
But what about
Okay,
blue?
so go up to it and roll the d20 for a survival check.
I am so sorry, Pete.
What about blue go?
Have any what?
I don't have any plus survival.
Oh, what is
you have
this?
plus 3. Survival. You have plus 3. I have 0 because 6 plus 3 is
16, 19.
Yeah, it's just fresh cave water.
Can I take a swim?
Yeah, you could take. It's not really that deep. It's only about 2 feet deep.
She might
Perfect
drown.
for me.
First Pee-wee and then Baldur.
I have a-
So I'm gonna check the chest.
I doubt
Okay,
this, but-
so you walk over to the chest, and for whatever reason I can't get the document. It's fine. I just wanted to know.
Hey, Mom, swig.
In the chest, you open the chest.
Me and Mom get
Pee-wee,
drunk.
do you open the chest?
Yeah.
Where are you going, Pee-wee? You have to sit down. It's your turn, bro.
All right, so the chest opens easily. It's not locked or anything. And within the chest, you find
Where's our music?
We need some good music for a chest opening, like do 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 do.
It's
Not coming back
copyright.
down. I hope you know that.
20 gold pieces
And
and you find what else? 2 potions of healing
I'll just take those.
and a jade
Well, you should.
statuette of a frog with tiny golden orbs for eyes.
I want to be the hoarder of the group. Is that okay?
Hey, I know
Hungry?
that I
Here.
want some money, and I said I want to search the chest, but then I couldn't.
Those are the things you find, and that's all you find in the chest.
okay,
No.
so may I have
Nope,
this
it's fine,
frog? Yes, because I don't want frogs. I just like smashing frogs in my dreams.
I guess
Wait, so
for
this
me
is
then,
the-
because my
So for the potions of healings, you should probably give one of those to the other fighter.
I know.
Okay.
I'm giving this to fighter, and then I'm gonna use the other one so I heal up because I only
Don't
have
waste
like.
it. Take a rest. We should take a rest instead.
I'm going to collect.
He's right. You should save that for later.
Fine, I take a rest. My
Well,
20
you guys have already had one short rest, so you have to have a long rest to restore your hit dice.
Okay, Dad. If they're doing the long, when they're doing the long rest, me and Mom get drunk together. We have
Come
a
in the
bottle.
pool with me.
We go.
We're gonna drink our wine in the pool.
Okay, you guys are gonna drink those bottles of wine.
No, we're just
No, we're gonna
drink
share one.
Okay, so
because
give me
it's a lot in one.
give me one of those back then, and you guys take a long rest so everyone gets.
What about me? Because I want to originally search the chest,
I have a
and I
sleeping
couldn't,
bag.
so I'm gonna do something.
No,
What do you
there's
wanna
another
do?
chest right here.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna say.
There was only the one chest. That's full of provisions and loot and stuff. So
Do we
roll
take
it.
the provisions? I
You already
wouldn't
have them. It's the lion's cluster.
Like, see,
Oh, we
we
didn't
like
get,
I was
like,
gonna loot
food or
like all that
apples
stuff
or-
over there because no one really checked
So
out.
I
roll a
looked at
d20, please, Ray.
Didn't I?
narrator.
Just don't move me.
Just
One
wait.
second, one at a time, please.
Just don't move me over there, please.
Where do you want to go?
Like the big piles, things over there. I rolled 6.
So within the piles of stuff, you actually find a where's it at? Sorry. A light crossbow and crossbow bolts.
That
Here you go,
card
babe.
was your gold.
Then I'm gonna search that arrow.
It's all been searched at this point.
But what
okay?
about that little paper thing?
It's all been searched at this point, okay?
I
There's nothing else. There's nothing else. You can roll a dice, but there's
Oh no,
nothing
no,
else.
that paper was something.
Coaster?
No.
That's just a bad one.
How many coasters are there,
where's,
buddy? I don't know where they're at.
Just put it over there.
They're over there by the flowers.
No, don't bring your water over here.
where's
Yeah, I'm using the coaster.
where's my
So just drink it, leave it over there.
where's my gold pieces?
I gave you a card for it for 20 gold. and
Yeah.
It's 20 gold pieces right there.
So I
that
just
counts
like
for 20.
I just kind of like glance at the human. He's just chilling.
Yeah. So he sees you. Thank you for defeating Clog. We if we're going to rest here, someone should probably keep watch. But
I will.
if we rest and in the morning, if we head back to Phandelver, then I'll gladly pay you the 50 gold that I promised.
I would enjoy that. Chain, bro.
All right. I'm gonna cut the bridge because we have
top of your head.
no, we have another way down. That that 30 feet thing down. We'll just get a rope tied to that rock and we'll climb down. Cause if goblins come at night,
They could just use her climb up.
There's a staircase too. If you
Oh, yeah.
see.
Slope with the rock.
No, there's another staircase in the back
So-
end just to walk straight
then
up.
can we like
But-
break it or something and like make it harder to get up?
I mean,
They could just use the slope.
you could certainly. I mean, what would you like to do? You
Uh,
can't really break stone.
oh,
Like,
yeah.
like it's rock
Can I
formation.
move that chunk, like that
The
chunk? there?
rubble.
Yeah, to that staircase.
I want to
It
help.
would
right?
probably. You look at that, and it would probably take you quite a lot of time to move that amount of
Wait.
rubble to the staircase.
I have a magic hand. Oh wait, I think it's a
Ma-
level
mage
0.
hand. Mage Hand's a cantrip, I believe.
It's a,
Luke,
Cause then I
help.
could just put that rubble there.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a 0 in.
All right. So
Okay.
Baldric casts Mage Hand, and you move the rubble from the chimney where it's at over to
Oh, how heavy is it?
the. Well, you can do it multiple times.
This one?
So
How
no,
heavy is it? I need to know how heavy it is.
You can do 500 pounds, can't you?
No, I
This
can
one?
do 10 pounds.
Okay, so you do it multiple times. No, the little black, the cluster of black
black-
rocks.
oh.
Yeah. Put those over on this ramp over here. The far. Nope. All the way over here. Yep. Keep going. Keep going. There we
I
go.
can do it. Okay.
And so you guys block that stairway. And so if anyone comes up that stairway, you'll be able to hear them now, probably.
All right.
Yes, Pee-wee.
So I'm just gonna go in that one and I'm just gonna try to make it green. So between goblins went in there.
But we
Because-
don't have anything to make it green.
No, my body could.
No, your color
Well,
is
that's the
green.
color of your skin. You're not wearing paint or anything.
Okay, you know your skin.
All right. So are you
don't
guys?
get the water
Are you
nothing
guys
else.
gonna rest?
I was gonna
Yeah,
cut
we
the
already
bridge.
No.
You want to cut the bridge now?
Yeah.
Okay.
not-
So
How are we gonna get out? That way, I'll use a rope and we'll climb down.
If you okay,
Let me bring a wolf
can't we
upstairs
just leave
for
the
mommy.
bridge?
you have to remember there are those 3 wolves that you have to go through if you go that way.
Remember, we
The bridge is fine. Put a rock in front of it, somebody.
we can
I
move one of those
I'm
obs
still
left.
using my mage hand, right?
Then please just move a big rock and then move
Okay.
it back in the morning when
Mage
you're
Hold
hand.
smash it, Luke.
No, we don't want anything called smashed.
Blue.
Well, you
Here.
can't move. Okay. So you move a bunch of rubble
Oh wait,
onto the bridge.
yeah, that's not all big ones.
Roll a d20, please.
Oh, my bridge.
Oh, is there something in that rubble? Oh no! Oh no! Please don't be goblins in that rubber. 4.
So as
Very
you
disappointed in
do about 6 or 7 mage hands worth of rubble across the rock, and as you get to the 9th and then the 10th, when the 10th load of rubble hits the bridge collapses and falls down below.
Okay, just
breaking.
use a staircase. I can use a mage hand.
I'm gonna go check. Yeah, I'm gonna check what's in there. Can I go
Just go to
check the
sleep,
rubber?
guys.
It's just rocks and rubbles. There's nothing else in it.
All right.
Just sleep.
Let's just sleep
I'm
in that main room.
exhausted.
Okay, so you guys take a long rest. Everyone gets all their health points back. You get all your spell slots
Are
back.
we not drunk
Oh,
anymore?
yes.
Because I don't want to be
Oh.
drunk when we're fighting.
So I might. Oh, Phoenix is back. Oh, nice.
Well, you have to cast a spell. You have to get back to town and get the supplies. You can cast it because it costs 10 gold worth of.
Just make it again.
No, because remember, if you look at that spell, it requires 10 gold worth of. It's Find Familiar. It's a level 1 spell.
I missed it.
It requires 10 gold worth
10
of.
gold worth of charcoal,
Yep.
incense, and herbs.
So you'll have to buy that when you get back. So as you guys wake up in the morning, Sildar looks at you and says, "Ah, that was a great night of rest in this cave, but I do appreciate."
I have a
didn't
couple
do
of rocks in
anything.
my robes.
You've
Need
been
of rest.
He's been here for a few days.
You didn't even help in the fight.
I think
touched
yours
my-
is
I've been
respect.
captured and damaged. If I'd gotten in the fight, I likely would have been defeated.
Respect.
Whoa.
Your whole thing is respect. That's not respect.
So sorry you didn't get a good night's rest. We appreciate you being here with us.
Did you get to come?
Definitely past my prime as a fighter. I think maybe we should make our way back to Phandelver.
I'll leave.
We will leave when I say we can leave.
Oh.
We can leave.
I
What?
want to find my cousin.
Yeah, that's why we leave.
The goblins, the black spider had it moved. I don't know
Wait,
where.
read your
dictionary.
dictionary.
but- They definitely have him captured somewhere else. I think if we return to town, maybe a Yarno could help us and tell us what he knows about the black spider. Yes, Pee-wee.
I smell to see if we miss anything in the cave. Just to check.
Don't have those
Alright,
type
roll
of
a
nostrils.
d20.
I'm smelling just
Okay.
in case I smell something strange.
Fishy.
And I get a 4 on this time.
No,
Have some-
you don't really smell anything. With the fire and
Is that a
the
perception or investigation?
it'd be perception.
So that'd be actually an 8.
Okay. With the fire and all the dead goblins and bugbears, you really don't smell anything except that. Unfortunately,
Can I try, I want to try some goblin. Some roasted goblin.
No.
your
Really
character
kill
knows
us.
that you can't eat goblin,
Wait, was I the character that had visions?
Okay.
Well, you said it was roasty goblin.
right? Because it fell in the fire. I was making a joke.
Yeah, you know
Wait,
how long
Dad,
it's
I
been
was the
for-
character that had visions, right?
Yes.
Can I try to have a vision about the black spider? Or I know nothing about it, so I
You know
can't do it.
nothing. You can roll a d20 to see and make an intelligence check.
Oh, I got all good intelligent. Is this for anything? History?
Just intelligence, just a base intelligence check. So roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier.
A 9.
Plus 4.
Plus 4 is 13.
Yeah, you're not really from this area, and so you don't know who the black spider is or what the black spider is.
Will my yoga
Well, I
Maha
guess
help
we
me?
should. I guess we should leave.
That's a good idea.
I'll leave with the shield.
Kind of cocky.
You know what we forgot to do? We forgot to feed the animals and give them water.
So you're gonna go that direction out with the.
Yeah,
the-
Don't we have to?
No, you can go. You can move the rubble and go out the other
Oh,
way.
let's just move the rubble then.
Okay, so you spend about an hour moving the rubble out of the way that you'd use to block up the
I could
staircase.
just use my mage hand.
And I also
And so
we'll see
Baldric does it in just a few minutes. So as you guys you clear the rubble and you head down the staircase, you go outside and the oxen you had. We don't need to do all that. We can be theater of the mind at this point. So you go outside and the oxen you left outside tied to the trees on the other side of the hill are still there. They're a little bit. They've been grazing the grass overnight. So you get onto the wagon and you start making your way back towards the road. And then after a little travel, probably about another few hours of travel, you make your way to the town of Phandelver. So
This is not where we're going to stop, right?
Is Mom's mission?
Please don't let this be where we're going to stop.
what's that?
Is this where we're going to stop?
No.
Okay.
Yes. I was like,
Write the notes, Baldric.
So
I've been right.
as you come around a bend in the road, the rutted track emerges from a wooded hillside, and you catch your first glimpse of Phandelver. The town consists of 40 or 50 simple log buildings, some built on old field stone foundations, more old ruins, crumbling stone walls covered in ivy and briars, surround the newer houses and shops, showing how this must have been a much larger town in centuries past. Most of the newer buildings are set on the sides of the cart track, which widens into a muddy main street of sorts as it climbs towards a ruined manor house on a hillside at the east side of town. As you approach, you see children playing on the town green and townsfolk tending to chores or running errands at shops. Many people look up as you approach, but all return to their business as you go by. Sildar seems much more at ease now that you've arrived in Phandelver. My friend, let us secure lodgings. I'm sure the local inn is very quaint.
I like this village music.
I like.
Some old
I mean,
guy.
can we
playing
gather
it.
some intel from going to the inn? I mean, we just rested.
A vision of this place.
Yeah, he's just saying we should get rooms in the inn, have some food. You rested overnight, but it's been about
Ooh,
a half day since you had rested.
Hey, it wasn't
we want to
something
eat
you
and talk to people at the inn, and
Is this something you promised us? You know.
Yes, I need to find Yarno or speak to the mayor in town so I may take out a loan and pay you the gold that I promised. As you can see, they took all of my possessions from me.
Does
Wait,
Yano
what
have
happened?
a job?
Just-
Does he work? Does he have a job that he works at?
Well, he came to town a few months ago. We've not heard from him since he arrived in town. So we probably have best luck checking in at the inn or somewhere of the sort, maybe again with the mayor, to try to find where he might be. Lily.
I'd like to tell the group that I want to go find a blacksmith. Before I find a blacksmith, what I want to do is I want to find somewhere where I can sell.
That shield.
No, sorry.
That shield is.
I'll tell you where I can scale a pile of sacks and crates for 50 GP.
So as you say that, Sildar looks at you and says, looking down the road, that emblem is on the side of that building down there.
Would I get 50 GP from it?
You'd have to go see.
Okay, see you there. And I
See you
guess
later,
guys can come with me.
Alright, so he's gonna head that way to the Lion Shield Coster. What else are we doing, guys?
Checking into the inn.
Checking in the inn. Pee-wee?
I go in just seeing the remember, and I moved here and checking every mailbox for my keys to see that I get any mail. Cause I'm just
You don't live in this village.
Yeah,
You came from a village called Thunder Tree,
Yeah. In
not
this village.
Phandelver. Yeah.
I look around.
Someone needs to go with Lily though. Maybe make what's his butt go with her.
Sildar. Okay.
I look around. Do I see like any stores with the emblem of books on them?
She
No,
needs a new book.
you don't. You see
The power of knowledge has left me.
what looks to be like an inn. You see a sign that says Bothan's Provisions, which you know is where you need to take the wagon of goods that you brought from
Well then,
for your cousin.
I'll turn that in. I'll turn that in.
I want to hear the rest of the
So what are you gonna do then?
I'll just chill on the street.
You're just gonna chill on the street.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, Dad, wait, what's
I
that?
tried to beg for money and answer for a call.
Really? That's what you want to do?
Yes.
No,
Okay.
Give me money.
Someone turn in our stuff.
that's
Someone
what
Oh,
I'm
come to the
doing.
inn with me.
Fine. He dragged me along.
All right.
I'm by
so
myself at the inn.
you've gone. No one's gonna.
I come with
Thank you, Pee Wee.
All right. So we'll do this. We'll do this one at a time. So since Lily, you went first. Hanging above the front door of this modest trading post is a sign shaped like a wooden shield with a blue lion painted on it. The symbol matches that, which is of the sacks and crates that you had found.
I go try to turn it in for 50 GP at the store.
So as you walk in the door, a human woman of about 35 looks at you and says, "Well, hello there. How are you?"
I am very good. I'd like to turn in. I grab my backpack and then just 200 pounds of pile of sacks and crates just drop out of it. I'd like to turn in this for 50 GP.
Well,
Paper. I was just.
So can I turn this in for 50 GP?
well, I've heard of bandits raiding caravans. Those are my goods.
I was
Absolutely. Thank you so much for returning those. What is your name, good woman?
Lily.
Forgot for a second.
Let's just say Lily.
Lily, let's just say.
Well, Lily, for returning those goods, I'm gonna make quite a penny off of those. Let me give you 50 gold, would you?
Okay. Can I get a couple dabs?
Yes.
220s.
Just hand that to him.
Oh, this is
220.
I thought it was 220s a day.
Wait, does
Oh,
that
thank you.
say 50 GP?
Thank you so much. With this, I'm definitely going to be able to make my profit margin this month. If there's anything I can do to help you, let me know.
No.
Ask her some questions.
Oh, I run in there with my little robe and my
No, you don't know. You don't know about
I'm
this.
running. I saw a vision, yo.
No, you
No.
what? She didn't roll for it.
No,
I asked
she's
him.
just talking. She didn't see any of this.
Wait, guys, what should I ask him?
I don't know.
Does she know the
It's
cousin?
her. It's a
Do
her.
you know?
The Muffin Man.
Do you know the Muffin Man that lives on Shirley Lane?
Not. There's an inn in town, but that's all I know about. There's no Muffin Man that I know of.
Does she know her cousin?
Do you know about Gungeon
Secret and the
Rock
Yarno or
No, one second.
Sil-
One question at a time.
right, but who took
Do you know about Gunther
the big spider?
Roxika?
Was it spider?
Gunther.
Black spider.
Gunther.
Black
I
spider.
don't know any Gundren Rock Seeker.
Do you know anything about the Black Spider?
That name is not familiar to me. I do know the red brands are about town, and you should watch yourself. They are very naughty.
Okay, I'll
Your
make sure.
Christmas present
Thank
for
you.
them.
Now
I would avoid the Sleeping Giant Tap House. That's where they hang out, unless you're looking for a scrap.
I go right to the blacksmith.
Well, there's not a blacksmith. There's Barthen's
What is it
Provisions
called?
and the Sleeping Giant Tap House.
Well, I'm gonna go to the closest thing to a the one thing that can make me have a better bow?
Well, I sell bows, but it looks like you've got quite a nice one there.
Wait. It is a long bow.
Yes, it is quite long.
What else do you sell?
Well, I've got rations and water skins and crowbars and hammers and picks and all kinds of basic goods.
You know what? I'd like to purchase a hammer.
Okay.
Why are you walking up slowly?
Why are you on my skin? I'd like to purchase a hammer.
Okay.
Like,
A hammer will cost you 1 gold piece.
okay. I'm looking.
A very finely crafted hammer.
Very fine. Well, then I'll give you 3.
Well,
I am a rich person.
that is quite kind of you. Here's your hammer, sir. And that will be 3 gold, please. Thank you.
All right. So then you finish that, and then you head over to Barthen's Provisions to link up with Wolf, who is going to go return the goods. Next up was Wolf, so let's take care of that. Pee-wee, what were you going to say?
Okay, I'm just getting home and I'm gonna live here now. So I'm getting everything packed up. the good stuff.
All right. So we'll talk about the inn. Thank you. So we'll talk about what happens at the inn in just a few minutes.
Just gonna leave.
I'm with Baldur too. I mean, I'm with Wolf too.
All right.
Guys, I guess it's the end. I guess the story of Pee-wee's ended.
Phoebe lives in a nice old retirement home with his 3 quarter-orc children, Sabina,
So
Savannah,
as you
and
pull
Savona.
as you pull up with the wagon and the 2 oxen full of goods, you see a lean and balding human male of about 50 years. Standing on the porch of his shop, and as you pull up, well, hello there. How are you, sir?
Doing.
Wolf, I think you're looking into a mirror. 50-year-old, bald, hot,
I
charismatic.
can't see when you sit up.
So sorry about that, sir. But I am so glad. I feel great today, especially bringing you the things that we promised and the things that you promised to give
You
us.
mean I sold everything?
Oh, are you friends of Gundren's?
Good
Well,
morning.
well, unfortunately, Gundren was taken to a place named the Black Spire.
The Black Spider. Do you know any Yano?
The name Yano doesn't ring a bell to me, but the Rockseeker brothers, Nundro and Thodden, they're camped somewhere outside of town. We haven't seen them in about 10 days, and we expect them to return any day now for the resupply. But these supplies are what they were waiting for, and I do appreciate you delivering them. You had a party of 5, it was, correct?
Oh, what were the names?
Yeah.
4 now.
Nundro and Tharden.
You know what?
You know what? How about we'll make
We
sure you're
have
okay.
5,
We'll
but
go.
only 4, 'cause one just left us and decided to live here. Can
Uh,
I take Luke's
here.
gold?
No.
Here.
No, you
Even though
Stars.
Wadka isn't here, I forgot where she's going. Probably to the end to drink a little bit. We'll go outside town and see if we can find them. And if we don't, we'll bring you back some news.
Well, that would be quite nice of you. Thank you very much. But here is the 10 gold that I promised for each of you. So I'll just give you the 50 gold, and then you can split it with your friends when you see them.
Rory, I have an idea. How about you give me 10?
Chloe, you live life of peace now. Remember
I
that.
can just do this all
He says
Don't
I
worry
can
about
say hi to a little friend.
Yeah, dude. Here.
Oh, right. Brand's only like
Fine. There.
1 house away.
Should be fine.
I
We'll
could
get some of
push you
those.
in there and you'd be gone right away.
Give me gold right
Oh, who said split? No.
away. 10 gold.
Oh.
Wait,
I'm so much gold do I have?
You get 10.
I'm richer
Yeah,
than you.
another 10. That was it. Everyone should have got
Alright.
one card.
Oh, by the way, I love the outfits.
Well, thank you. You look quite spiffy as well yourself. Thank you, sir. All right. So the folks that went to the inn then. In the center of town stands a large, newly built roadhouse of fieldstone and rough-hewn timber. The common room is filled with locals nursing mugs of ale or cider, all of them eyeing you with curiosity.
A narrator,
It's
once we run out of card sticks.
And as you walk in, a short, friendly young human greets you. Well, hello there. My name's Toplin Stonehill. How are you? Welcome to, the Stonehill Inn. What can I do for you today?
We'd like a drink.
You're not there.
Yeah, Mom is.
Me and no. Who went with me? You
Oh, yeah,
went with me?
Kiwi,
Yeah.
Kiwi went with you.
We're catching up with them.
We're looking for a place to rest.
Well,
and a spot of ale.
I can certainly help you with rooms. That's absolutely what I can do for you. How many rooms would you like?
We'll say 3. One's a two's a bathroom and one's a king bed. King size.
You're not making a
Size
house here.
Well, for a day apiece, you're looking at about 1 silver a room, or for our nicer rooms, it'd be about 5 silver apiece.
I
ask them
burst
how
through the
bad.
door.
Can I figure out if this person that is talking to me is a red brand?
Well, how would you do that?
I would
Are you gonna
like
say,
roll
are you
for
a red brand?
I don't know. I would
I mean, it's
Do you
role
know the
playing,
red
so
brand?
it would be a conversation with him if you want to ask him or
Ask
talk to
him
him.
that.
see I'm not good at that kind of stuff. I'm not sure how but that person just told us that this tavern is full of red brands.
No, they said the Sleeping Giant tap room.
Oh, and
This
where
is
are we?
the
Tap house.
Stonehill Inn.
Oh. Then we're fine.
What were you asking about the red brands?
I'm just wondering if any red brands are around in this area.
They're around, all right. They've
What is
been
their business
allowed
here?
To terrorize the town. I can't believe that old Harbin West of the townmaster has done nothing to curtail him.
Who was this?
But
Townmaster.
I don't want to stir up any trouble. I've got a wife and kids, and the last thing I need.
Bedroom, nice.
All right. Well, for rooms for everyone, 2 gold would do it. You don't need to give me 5 gold. So here's 3 back, and that would buy rooms for you and your friends for the night. For absolutely. Thank you
Good
very
bathroom.
much.
Wait, hang on, no. Luke wouldn't need to give you that 5 gold.
Who is this town master?
Old Harbin Wester. He's the town master. A decent man, but weak when it comes to the red brands. He's done nothing to stop them.
He was supposed to give you that 5 silver because there's 5 of us, and we each get a room.
He bought 5 rooms.
He gave you 2 gold pieces,
Yes.
and he gave me 3 gold pieces back. And he
Uh-huh.
should be 5 silver.
Yep. He cut him a deal. He said 2 gold for 5 rooms. It's fine.
Okay. Well, I guess I should head. I'm just gonna head to the store, probably see if I can.
I guess we all.
Okay.
I'm
We're
gonna
still
head
we're
to
still at the inn having this conversation.
Yeah, I'm getting some
So,
ale.
all right. So yeah, I don't wish to raise any trouble to my wife and children, but they're definitely causing problems in town.
Please know that any information that you want to give me will not escape my ears or my mouth. Your children and your wife are safe. We are here to protect and to find my cousins and to bring, what's the word?
Peace.
I'd like to teach the Red Brands a lesson.
I do
Let me
too.
get my wife. She can probably tell you. a
Ah,
thing or
lovely
two.
lady. Let me talk to
And
the
this
lady of the house.
this sweet little lady walks up, red cheeks.
Hello, my name is Trilena.
Hi, my name's Lily.
Hello, Lily.
My husband tells me you're asking about the red brands. Found Rondo, a local wood carver. He stood up to them red brands about 10 days ago. They came by his shop and they veered at his wife. The ruffians murdered him. Several townsfolk saw it happen. The red brands grabbed his body and now his wife and daughter and son have gone missing too. No one's seen them for 10 days. The red brands need to be stopped.
No one has any idea where they have gone?
They hang out by the Sleeping Giant tap room.
No, where the family is gone.
Not seen them, we don't know. No one's seen them. I
think-
bet them red brands have something to do with it though.
Huey.
I try to smell. I go out of the town and I try to
talking through the
smell to see if I smell red brands' foot. So if I smell them, I can follow their foot.
We know where they're at the tap room.
Wait, smell
I
smell
know.
my feet. If you
Sleeping
smell my
Giant
feet, I smell like a red brand.
hang out by that sleeping giant tap room. Someone should do something. The town master Bob did nothing. Nothing.
Does he care?
Oh, he cares about the gold in the size of his meals.
And she mumbles up herself.
Have a good day.
And she goes back and starts working in the kitchen again.
Guys, let's ambush them.
You guys talk about what it is that your
No,
plan is, what you're going to
'cause
do. I'm
that's
going to get
what-
some real quick.
Red Brands.
So-
I could walk in and say what's up, and then you guys burst in through the windows, and we
Wait,
all just take
You're
shots
gonna
at
say
them.
what's up to them? Do you know them?
Yeah, red brands. I was in them. Wait, guys, no, you heard nothing. I'm just joking about that. Humor.
No, but so we should probably just check out, see if our cousins are safe. But let's see how the red bands first. If we just at night we go into the thing, we ambush them, we take out the leader, and we start caving them in slowly, we can take them out.
So as you guys are sitting around
Smell
talking,
them. I got
Sildar comes walking up.
I was able to procure the 50 gold that I promised you. Here it is. Thank you very much. I'll
Don't
bring you
sweat it
back
for
to,
me.
to Phandelver. I've not heard any news of Ayano. Apparently he disappeared after being in town for a bit. Not quite sure where.
Wait, you're gonna split that
But
these?
I have heard tale about these ruffians. These ruffians in town.
The red brands.
Yes. They've caused trouble around here.
Yeah, we're gonna ambush them.
I'm worried about my cousins though.
Exactly, but
They've been out for 10 days.
Well,
And we only found one.
Gundren has been captured and taken somewhere. Someone
To Black Spidey Land.
must know about the Black Spider.
You
Probably
mean
the Red Brand.
Spider-Man?
exactly, we'll take it general.
Where's your fight?
Can we send out what's his man? The guy we just saved. Could we have him?
I mean, he's talking to you. That's his talking
Yeah.
to you.
Oh. Can we do something to encourage you to please go out to try to find my other two cousins? We need to possibly check in on the red brands and see what is up with them. But I'm also worried about my two cousins that have been out for 10 days that are supposed to be coming back. And it would be really helpful since we helped you and came back to town with you and kept you safe and gave you water and food. We would even give you your gold back if that's what it was about, if you could go and check on my cousins.
I would, as much as I would love to help you with that, I must establish the Lord's Alliance position here in town. I need to meet with the town master and find out what he might know about Yano. There's little I can do to help you there.
Do you know someone that could help us?
But no, I don't.
One of the
You're only giving gold to worry?
No, I put it back because I was going to ask, do you have gold cards for 10?
yeah, we do. I don't know that I have 5 of them though. As he's saying that, a little boy comes walking up.
I overheard you talking about the red brands. Hoping my daddy runs the inn here. My buddy Carp, he told me he found a secret tunnel in the woods. The red brands almost caught him.
Wait, where's the secret tunnel?
Well, Carp told me he's Quailian Alderleaf's son, and maybe he knows.
Here, kid. Here, kid. You deserve this. I think.
Oh,
Narrator.
a whole silver. Thank you so much.
Now you have that silver. Who's your friend's name?
Carp. It's my friend's name.
Do you know where he lives by any chance?
Yeah,
And he points out towards the direction of the farm.
he stays on the Alderleaf farm with his mom.
Thank you. I hope you have a good day. Spend that silver wisely, though.
Hey, what's up, Alex?
Oh, I use my magic hand to scrub,
So
rub
what?
his hair, you know, like make magic hand to like.
So
give
as
him one of
an
those little-
invisible force starts to rub his hair, he looks around and tries to bat it off his head, and he goes running off.
Dad!
It's kind of rude.
Paranormal activity.
Pee-wee.
When he was there, I hid it behind someone so he doesn't get scared of me because I'm green
Yep,
and I'm half orc. So he might get scared of me.
that was really good
So I
thinking, there, buddy.
hide it.
Good,
Alright.
good thinking. Here's 10. You'll need to find 40 more in the coins and split it up. Each.
Alright.
What do you guys?
I'm gonna go to the shop, see what kind of armor they have, because I got some. Just gonna try to borrow there.
Yeah, so you're looking, you walk over to the provision shop and you're looking through it, and it looks like the armor you have is probably the best that you can buy here. They don't have anything that would be better than what you're wearing.
I'll also
This
check.
isn't really a town that has like
A lot.
a lot. They're mostly miners in the town.
So does anyone know anything about the red brands in the group?
Yeah, we need to go to the tavern.
No,
I was just trying to get my cousins checked on, and no one can help us. So we can go through that tunnel.
Well, so when you're saying that, he tells you, Wolf tells you that he heard from the lady at Barthen's Provisions, or the Lion Show Coster, that they were staying out of town. They were just outside of town, and they were going to be checking in any day now.
Who?
Your cousins, two of your cousins.
So I shouldn't have to worry about them.
I mean, he said they would be checking in. All you know is that they're going to be checking in any day now. You don't know anything besides that.
Okay.
So, you.
So we need to try to stealth through that tunnel, y'all.
Yeah.
Real
Or
quick,
go talk to Carp.
Yeah,
if
we
we're
got
gonna
some.
fight the red bands, if we see the leader, the wizard, we need to have a wizard fight going. I want to see a wizard fight. No, the red brands, they have a wizard as a leader because he tried to kill me. You told me that.
Yep.
So it's gonna be a giant wizard fight. Once we defeat everyone else, we're gonna back up and just
Look
watch
at your
them.
backstory again.
I'm not up
Read
about that.
read your backstory.
And how do you know it was a wizard?
He knows things. He was part of the group.
But we don't
Wait.
know that.
Yeah.
He's telling us this.
How do you know that?
So what is it you guys do?
I just sit around and wait for other people to make decisions.
I'm
That's my
gonna-
character.
I'm gonna
So I've
puzzle-
said what I thought we should do, and everyone doesn't care. So I literally, I'm always polite and respectful. Also, I don't trust my gut feeling, so I tend to wait for others to act.
So I think we should probably go to the farm, maybe. Talk to that kid.
To Dr. Carp. To
Exactly.
see.
And then I can go undercover and like go around the bat shade through the town, start talking to people. But wait, hang on. The mayor doesn't do anything about crime, and he cares about money.
He's pointless. There's obviously no point in dealing with.
I know, but think
He's
like, could he be
spineless.
part of the Red Town? Maybe.
No, he's scared of the red brands. We heard, like he's not.
He's just an act. Like he is the leader of the red.
Glassstaff, wizard called Glassstaff.
How do you
Tried to kill you. You escaped barely.
Yep. So you know there's a wizard
So
club.
he, he is in the red brands.
So are you guys heading to the farm? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
do you know?
All right.
So wizard fight.
So the Carp, you guys see where you saw where Carp was pointing to in town, and so you head just on the edge of town, and you see a small farm. As you start to approach the gate, you see a halfling woman, middle-aged halfling woman, and standing next to her is this small halfling lad. Remember Willow? Remember the kids in Willow?
Living the dream.
Living the dream. That's about the size that they are. They're about the size of Willow and his kid. And so the little boy is like bouncing around and Mommy, look, it's strangers. They're coming to meet us.
I use my magic hand to scrub them.
Yeah, Wadka doesn't speak often. She just kind of lets the party. She's a reserved person. And then the female says, "Well, hello there. How are you? My name is Quaden Alderleaf. Welcome to my farm.
I love your farm. It looks amazing. What do you grow here?
Well, mostly greens, kale. You like kale?
I like
Spinach?
Yeah. I don't really like spinach, but I love kale.
And some peppers. Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Yeah.
That's cheese.
I
and
have
like
a
sausages.
really weird question to ask you. It's about the Red Talons.
Red
need to talk to
Brands.
Red Brands. We need to talk to your son because his friend.
I-
Like we'll holster our weapons if you want to, but we just need to talk to him for like 5 minutes at least.
So the little boy pulls. He has this tiny little wooden sword. And he's like swinging in the air.
I'm going to be an adventurer someday, and I was tossing about near the Trisunder Manor, and I found a tunnel and a thicket, and then these big, ugly bandits came out, and I had to run.
Where were you searching?
The Trisunder Manor, I can show you.
No.
No, little one, I don't.
And so his mother pats him on the head and says that she'll show you where the manor is if that's where you'd like to go.
Can I get in the little boy's ear since I'm so little?
Oh, sure.
Can I sneak over and be like, "No, we really want to hear like what you have to say," and like maybe like play swords with him for a second and try to get him and not his mom to be our guide?
The mother, she sees you walking over to him.
Now, the boy has told me his story. I can show you where it is. He's but a 10-year-old.
I wanna-
He can't go with you to this, but I can show you where it is. He says there's a tunnel.
I look her in the eye and I'm like, why didn't you want him to go back?
Because he's 10 years old.
Well,
We are some warriors. We can protect your child.
Yeah, this woman that you just met 15 seconds ago isn't going to send her child with you to go attack these villains that are these gangsters that are beating everyone up in town. You guys got to trust people more. Not everyone's out to get you or lie to you. You're the most non-trusting people.
You can't.
Like, this is a little farmer. She grows kale and spinach, and her little boy found a tunnel. Pee-wee, yes.
I'm just gonna buy one of their. I'm gonna buy
Oh, some kale.
kale. And Dad, I'm giving them the lucky.
Sweetens them up with a little
So
silver.
Quailing puts her hands out and takes your silver and says, God, go get these people some kale. And the little boy runs off, and he comes back with a couple of bushels of kale for you.
Can I have some pepper?
we're ordering a feast
Sure,
here.
the silver's more than enough. We'll get you some peppers and kale, so you guys can have some peppers and kale now in your inventory.
Yay!
Um,
I was hungry.
Okay. So I go to the little boy. Being a adventure takes a lot of hard work. And you're too young yet. But as soon as you turn 13, and maybe one day if I become the ruler or rich again, I will teach you the ways how to use a sword, and then we one day can be an adventure of your own.
I think it's better.
so Carp looks at you and goes,
Wow, mister, you're amazing.
yes, Pee-wee.
I say, yeah, kid, when you grow up, I'm gonna teach you how to fight sword. And I actually put out one of my pencils.
Yeah?
Tried to use this to stab him, and it was super sharp. Tried to use this to stab him.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
We're in Phandelver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Lady of the Lettuce,
Quailing.
do you know Darren Endermath?
Yes, old Endermath, I do. He runs an orchard up the street.
Is he a worthy fellow?
Yeah, he's a farmer, much like myself. He used to be an adventurer. He's an elf, very old. He's absolutely someone I would trust.
What's his last name?
Darren
Endermath?
Endermath. Edermath.
Okay, I thought it was my dad for a second.
On that note, do you know anything about the black spider?
I've not heard of the Black Spider, but I do have a friend named Reidoth, Reidoth. She's an old druid friend of mine, and there's not an inch of land that he doesn't know.
She or he?
It's a he. Sorry, my mistake. Reidoth recently set out for the ruins of a town called Thunder Tree, just northwest of Neverwinter. The ruins are about 50 miles northwest, and I can certainly give you directions to Thunder Tree.
Oh,
But
not necessary.
My friend Reidoth knows every inch of the area, and if there's anyone named the Black Spider or somewhere the Black Spider comes from, Reidoth would know.
And on that note, do you know, you obviously know the Red Brands, correct?
I've heard of the Red Brand. That's the big bad ruffians that ran my son off from the tunnel near Tresidor Manor.
Have you had any more experiences with them? Like stealing your camp?
Well, they've tried to harass me, but I won't have it.
I don't think I can go
So
there.
here's the quest card for visiting Reidoth the Druid.
Well, first,
card.
well, guys,
Do I take this because I got it?
Sure, it doesn't matter who takes it.
Okay, guys,
Someone has it.
now I think we should go check out that tunnel.
Yeah, but I don't think I can go to Thunder Tree without having some crazy flashbacks.
We need some ale.
That was my home.
wait, me too.
That was where my
I
money
need a
was.
little.
So you guys gonna head to the manor? Tresidor Manor?
Yeah, I
Okay.
pull my bow out.
I actually I had the shield.
Wait, Dad.
Baldric actually, we've played 2 sessions, and Baldric has 3 pages of notes.
that they've taken.
Do you want to show us?
You can if you want.
That I like my arrow.
Which one?
I like my first arrow that I'm shooting, and I aim it down.
Front and then the back.
Have what?
Down the tunnel.
We're not even at the tunnel.
Well, you
we're
haven't
we're
started
on
making- are you
field.
gonna head
You're
that
about
way
to burn
first?
Everything.
Okay.
Okay, are we there yet?
And Sildar, as you guys start heading over towards
Oh, we left Sildar.
the Tresender Manor, you're making your way to the manor. You see Sildar coming out of the inn. Friends. So I've asked around, and apparently Yarno was searching around Tresender Manor a while back, and well, I need you to find him. I've procured 200 more gold, and if you're able to find him or what's left of him, I would greatly appreciate it. The Lord's Alliance must establish a base of operations in Phandelver.
Would you like us to bring him? Would you like us to bring you his ashes or his body?
Well, I'd like you to find him alive, but if he's not alive, please return what is left of him.
Got it.
So here's that. Let's go to find him.
Yeah.
So-
Tunnel's what we want to do, and it's a mission. Tunnel. Here we go.
Wait,
Your cousins have to be along.
Dad?
We're gonna take your cousins eventually.
Yes, Pee-wee.
I first go to where my house burned. I'm just checking in.
That
So
was
that's
Thunder
that's
Tree.
that's 50 miles away.
That's
That's really
Thunder
far
Tree.
away.
We're in-
Yeah,
Where's the
we're in-
We're
manor?
in Van Dalen.
Is it
Phandelver.
That's in
northwest?
Phandelver.
Go to
Yeah.
Thunder Tree
No.
to see what's in
No, we have a lot to do here, baby.
I'm
No.
saying
Is the manor northwest of it?
So Tresender Manor is on the east side of town. Remember when you were coming into town, you saw the house, the giant house on the hill. That's Tresender Manor. So
Okay, so we're going to go there and then technically turn back around, drop off his body or his alive body, and then go to read off.
read off the druid.
wait, Dad.
Hold on, Baldric is still talking.
No.
That's it. Yes.
You know
Lily.
how earlier, Baldrick,
Yeah.
Baldrick, he got a one, and it said it flames on Rory's hair, but he's bald.
No,
never
his
said
head
hair,
was a
he
little
said
like.
neck.
It left soot. It left a soot mark on his head.
Neck.
What is that?
So like when you burn something, it's like just the ashes. It's like black dust, like charcoal.
So he lost like half of his skin.
No, I already-
No, he didn't lose any skin at all, buddy.
He just left a black mark.
Alright, we need to move on until again.
So you're heading towards the Tresender Manor.
Should we go on the cover?
So
I
as-
can go on the cover.
Really
As you
nice.
head towards the road, you see in front of you a ramshackle tap room at the east end of town. Following the road to the east more, you can see it climbs up on the hill to Tresendar Manor.
That's
4 human ruffians linger on the covered porch, perched on empty ale barrels or leaning against the wall. They all wear grimy scarlet cloaks, their sullen stares fixed on you as you approach. One of the thugs spits on the ground. Well, he snarls. Here's a whole pack of little puppies.
I have my
What
hood
do you
down.
want, puppies? Come here to bark at us.
Tap house. So
First
we're-
thing I think of is
What's that?
Draco Malfoy.
Are we at the tap house?
So the tap house is like in front of you, and there's 4 ruffians sitting outside of
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Like, yes, we've just established these are red rams.
They're wearing red cloaks. And then
Scarlet.
off to your right, heading down the east, is a path that goes up the hill into the manor. Yes,
Won't I know if they're red brands? Because I was a
you
red
absolutely would be able to recognize if they're red brands, and you do, and they're red brands.
brand. They're red brands.
Alright,
No,
so
wait, how do you know?
I am a red. I
Because
used
he used to
So-
be, but
But
we don't know that.
Yeah, okay.
Gonna snap at us puppies, huh?
I'd use my magic hand and like pull him by the hair, like start tugging on his hair, but he doesn't know it's us. I just like,
Well, mage hand requires it's both a verbal and somatic.
okay, just turn around, like
So you being trying to be stealthy?
Sure.
All right, roll a
Go.
d20 and add your stealth modifier to it.
I have 0. Wait.
Stealth is
Oh,
under.
+2.
All right.
5.
+2 is 7. So
No.
3 plus 2
I
is
already-
5.
Oh, 5 total. So as you turn around and you start mumbling, you don't realize how loud you're being when you're casting your spell.
And the
so
chicken grew wings.
and so
the
as
chicken.
one of the red brands is having his hair pulled, he sees you. What are you doing over there? What's this?
Can I do
Reading a story
animal
to my book.
handling with them?
No,
Wait,
they're
I
not
said.
animals. They're humans.
Oh, they're acting like animals.
Pee-wee.
I come close and I get my sword. I cut the bottom
Oh,
of that
no.
hair that her hair's holding.
No,
Here's
it's-
a haircut.
ooh.
Don't do
He's
it.
gonna
don't
give
do
one a
it.
haircut with his sword.
I don't think
Okay,
yeah.
get your dice ready,
Guys,
bro.
if he fails, he'll cut his head
Uh,
off.
We're about
That's
to go
on
to
me.
battle, y'all.
Yeah.
Guys, we could have just talked to them about.
I got 9.
So you're swinging. You're trying
Right.
to. You're trying to cut the hair on top of his head.
So that would be a what?
9 plus. It's an attack. Yeah.
Okay, so it'd be a 9 plus 5.
It's 14. So as you take your sword and you swing across, the red brand sees what you're doing and quickly pulls out his 2 short swords and knocks them away. We're in combat.
Come on.
We could have just talked to him about
More
like.
combat.
It's
We're not gonna talk to these guys about anything, you guys.
Yeah, I probably would have
All right, so let me get you set up here, guys, real quick.
Nothing break.
Do none of them recognize Cole? I mean,
Okay, mute the
No,
mic.
No one.
Yeah.
Mute the mic.
All right, it'll take me just a second. It'll take me 2 seconds to set this up. Don't mute it.
It'll literally take 2 seconds.
Daddy, have some
Have some what?
teal.
I don't need any jerky. I don't want any
It's
jerky.
not jerky.
What is it?
It's like brownie bark.
Oh, brownie bark. Okay.
So 2 seconds. Just gotta.
It's fine. We were gonna get in fight with them anyways.
No, we could have like said, yo, who's up here, General? We,
They would have not let us.
I want to talk about
in. Would we have gotten a fight anyways?
You were gonna probably get the fight. There was a fight brewing. That's why no one's surprised because you guys were pretty sure a fight was happening no matter what.
Yeah, those are very real.
Why do you have another Sprite? Can I have another Sprite?
No. You guys can split that one.
Okay. You drink half and I'll drink half.
What's your language, sir?
You got your back to him.
I got my back. Oh, yeah.
Or stop until
Am I gonna
we
have to use one of my things to turn around?
top of the line.
No, turning around is free.
Here.
And are you gonna change to combat music?
Yeah, just a second.
No,
These
oh.
guys.
I'm on the phone.
Wait, Dad, you said 3.
No, not at all. We're still
half.
gonna get it back.
Dad, you
So
said
it's
3.
half. So it's half.
4.
That's half.
That's just getting about Michael.
4 human ruffians is what I said.
Stop.
You must have said 4, then said 3, because.
Okay.
I
All right.
like brutes.
All right, let's roll for initiative.
What were we adding?
Nothing.
You had your initiative modifier to it.
12.
What's your initiative?
How
I
many
have
is in
0.
there?
7.
12.
All right, so anyone over 20?
I haven't rolled.
Wait, what's my initiative?
Turn to your first page, baby.
I got 13.
Information.
You rolled a 16?
Yep,
What's
16.
my initiative?
I rolled up 9 but plus
What's
1.
my
So 10?
initiative?
Has anyone got higher than I?
Oh, mine's,
Wait, you got 12?
I got 12. 13. Wait, if I got
Oh, that's
15.
Yeah, he's one
Your
more
initiative
90.
plus 3.
So 15? Okay.
No, it's initiative plus 3. You roll a
That's
9.
alright, Pee Wee. So he's
Yeah,
12.
Wow.
yeah.
16,
12.
15.
All right,
He's
what are
at
you at?
12.
What are you at, Wolf?
Oh, I'm at 10.
10. What are you at?
I'm at 14. I mean 13, sorry.
Okay. What are you at, Vodka?
7.
Okay. I just realized that I had you and Pee Wee mixed up. Whoops.
What do you mean? Oh.
You didn't feed the wolves. Okay, so the
They're
red
gonna eat
brands.
the goblins.
The red brands get to go first, so they are going to to move and attack. So the first one, Pee-wee, he pulls out the two, as you tried to cut his hair with your axe, he pulls out two short swords and he swings at you. And he rolls a 15 and an 11. What is your armor class?
16.
16.
Both miss. You're able to duck beneath his strikes as he attacks and he swings at you. The next one moves up. 1, 2, 3.
Does he say for Mother
Dad,
Russia?
He does. He says, "For Mother Russia!" And he swings at you.
He won't hit me.
He rolls a 6 and a 20, so he does hit you. And he hits you for 7 points of damage, Vodka.
Oosh.
So, Mom.
I'm fine.
Alright, next up, this guy moves forward. 1, 2,
Just for Mother Russia.
and he swings at you. He rolls a 6 and a 10, both miss, as another one swings at you. The last one moves over here to Lily.
Lily.
Wait, is he gonna know who I am when he gets close?
He rolls a 15 and a 7.
He's a 16.
She's a
Misses.
16.
They both. Alright, next up is Lily.
Okay. So so there's a guy right in
Please
front
don't
of
do
me, right?
360 now, Smoke.
I'm not. There's a guy right in front of me. I took down my hood and I say hi, old friend, and then I try to stab him.
Alright, so you can attack with both of your short swords. Roll
Yeah.
2 d20s.
Can I do an X?
Did we hear
Sure.
him say hello, old friend?
Yeah, you all heard him say hello, old friend.
Interesting.
I said 5.
5 is a miss. Roll the other one.
Did I say X?
Wait, it again. Roll it again.
Uh-huh.
15.
Plus what?
Are we doing strength?
No, it's your attack. It's your short sword. So look at your weapon attack. Your short sword is 20 plus
3.
So 18. So you hit. So roll your damage.
D6.
Plus 4.
Can I have D6?
This one.
2.
2
roll
plus
it
4
on
is
the
6.
table.
Oh, I
roll
did.
it on the table.
Okay, roll.
5.
Plus 4 is 9.
Yeah.
Nice. You hit him. So as he came up and swung at you, you duck, and then as you're coming back up, you flip your hood off with the pommels of your sword, and you say, "Hello, old friend," and you swing, and he's able to parry your first blow with his short sword, but then your second one, you aim low and get him across his guts, and you hit for 6 damage, and he's looking pretty hurt.
Wait, 6? I thought it was 9.
Oh, 9. Sorry, meaning he's down to 6 health. That's my bad. Next up after Lily is Pee-wee.
Okay. Can I knock out 2? Can I hold both of my things?
Did you say for his roll?
I don't remember.
Can
Well,
I
he actually got a 12. So I'd go, because I got a...
He's plus 3. He's 15. 12 plus 3
No,
is
but
15.
he got a 9.
Oh, see, I heard 12. Okay, so, alright. We'll
11 plus 3, 2.
We'll just let
Just
him
let
go
go.
first this
Yeah,
round.
it's fine.
Yep.
Okay.
Pee-wee, you can only hit 1 per turn.
What happens if you went they're right behind him? Could you go like this? Oh,
You can only attack 1 per
Oh,
turn.
how about this?
You get 1 attack per turn. Do you want to swing at one of
Okay.
them?
I'm gonna say hello to God, and then I swing at it.
Okay. The one in front of you. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll.
You said Zod.
D20
Yeah, he said Zod.
7.
plus
2.
plus it's 9
9.
So plus 5.
plus 5.
Or
9
nine
plus
plus
5
five.
is
14.
14.
you hit. Roll damage.
Oh.
You barely hit. You
Oh,
just hit him, but roll
26.
damage.
Say hello to my little friends.
5.
8 plus 5.
13 damage. So you take your great sword and you cut across his belly, and he starts grabbing his belly, and he's bleeding. He's hurt pretty bad, but he's still standing up. All right, after Pee-wee is Baldric.
Who is looking the totally opposite direction.
Alright.
Sorry, I'm a little bored, guys.
Expertly roll up my sleeves.
Nice.
I turn around.
Turn around. Yeah.
Good evening, boys.
Since I regenerated all my magic spells, I'm going to do Magic Missile.
Okay.
I'm going to do the 2 next to Pee-wee and the 1 next to Mom.
Okay. The one that's already hurt by Pee-wee that's bleeding.
I'm going to do the one... No, the one that... Oh, they're both bleeding.
This one's bleeding and this one's
Yeah.
bleeding.
The one by
I'll do
Lily
the
is hurt.
2.
Yep.
I'll do the same exact thing.
So you'll hit
I'm
all
going to do the
once?
2 by Pee-wee and the 1 by...
Okay.
One by
So
one.
roll one. The first D4 will be for the first guy that's already bleeding.
1d4.
1D4 plus 2.
Are these the d4s?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh no, plus 1. Plus 1. Sorry.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
1D4 plus 1.
1d4.
Oh,
Plus 1.
I got 3.
But you're rolling up the 1st
You're
guy.
gonna roll each person.
You have to roll each guy to see what damage you do.
3.
The magic missile goes through Pee-wee's legs, comes up and hits the guy right in the belly who was already hit, and he falls over, defeated.
Nice.
The next one standing next to him. Roll a d4.
1.
1, so it's 2 damage. It comes and it hits him on his shoulder and it glances off his armor, but you see him wince slightly as the magic missile lands on his shoulder. The last one by Lily's by Wadka, sorry.
3.
3, that hits for 4 damage then. So this one, it hits him in the chest, and it sort of seems to pierce his armor, and he winces even harder than the other one and looks up at Wadka with gripping his swords tighter. Baldrick, anything else? You gonna move or anything?
I'm just gonna move up one to Lily.
Okay. Alright, next is Wolf.
Alright.
What are you gonna do, Wolf?
Pee-wee's gonna pass out on the field.
Well, you guys are gonna level up after this.
1,
Finally.
2, actually, you don't have to. So I'm going to knock him out, like hit with the end of my sword.
Alright,
No.
swing
Shot.
damage.
Or just lay your head on Mickey.
12
Plus.
my longs were right,
Yeah.
so 16,
16 hits, roll damage.
which is an 8. 6.
Plus.
So 8.
8 damage total.
I was trying to knock him
Yeah,
out.
so you hit him and you can see the pommel of your blade hit him in his nose, and it breaks his nose, and you can see his cheekbones broken, and teeth are falling out of his mouth, and he's bleeding really bad out of his face,
I hit him
but
too hard.
he's still standing with his sword.
Like, I didn't knock him out.
You didn't knock
How
him
did
out.
I? Okay, now I have to put him down. Now I feel
Next up,
horrible.
Wadka.
I just want to say, that's a strong man right there.
Wait,
Wadka.
Give him some
It's Wadka's turn. Hold on.
Okay, there's no point in tying this guy up to try to get information out of him. We're in initiative, we can only fight.
You can try to knock. If you defeat him, you can choose not to do lethal damage and knock him out, and then do that.
Can I try to knock that guy out and then still move and try to do another guy?
You only have one action. You can attack, so you can hit, you can move, but you can't hit, move, hit at this level.
Can I tie up, move, hit?
You can't tie him up while he's still standing. You can try to grapple him with your arms, but he's not going to stand still when you tie his
Even with
hands
his
up.
face all?
Yeah, you'd have to knock him out.
Okay, well I'll take that guy out then, I guess.
You gonna swing your warhammer? Okay. Are you trying to defeat
I'll just
him?
kill this one.
Okay.
Really?
Can I say to the group in my turn,
Yeah.
let's leave one alive?
Can we?
Okay.
Let's leave one
So
alive.
Waka
This
says
one's
leave-
dead.
leave
These
one
two are
alive.
up. I'm gonna kill this one close to me, but we have an opportunity to
Let
keep.
him not suffer.
Let's
Yeah.
kill 2 of them and keep one.
Keep the injured one.
Okay.
You keep mine.
So roll your
I got
d20.
his stomach.
Yeah, you don't have time for a whole
He's
conversation.
like this.
like we
I got a
did to
4,
the
7.
goblin.
Yeah, so you try to swing your warhammer at you, and the guy, he's leaning over and trying to hold what's left of his teeth in his mouth, and one of the times he leans over, your weapon swings too high, and you miss his head, and he doesn't take any
I
damage.
feel like I would have still swung low, just being so short.
I'm just trying to describe how you missed. I'm sorry if it wasn't 100%.
She swung too
So the
low.
red brain standing next to Lily swings 22. That's a hit. And Lily, you take 3 damage as one of the short swords slices into you. So take 3 damage, Lily. The other red brain standing next to
I rolled
Pee-wee
from hand.
swings. Oh, wrong dice.
No, he's down.
That's
It's right there. It's not fun.
14. So he misses with both of his blades as they swipe through the air harmlessly. The last one, clutching his teeth, takes his hand away and swings 2 weapons over at you, Wolf. First one's a 7. The next one's a natural 20. So he hits you for 9 damage.
That's my first hit ever in the game, so
Yeah,
I
so
have
he's-
3 health.
You take 9 damage as his short sword cuts deep into your arm, and blood starts to come out, dripping down into your fingers or in your grip blade hand. Next up, Lily.
What I'm gonna do? You see the guy in front of me?
Yep.
Actually, yeah, the guy in front of me. I'm gonna push him down to the ground. Then the red brand by Vodka and Wolf. I want to try to shoot him.
Okay, so you can only do one action in your turn. So if you're pushing this guy to the ground, that would be your action.
If I push him to the ground, then I want to pin him.
So you want to try to pin him to the ground. You want to grapple him.
Grapple?
You want to try to grab him with your hands and hold him down, essentially.
No, my sword trades because it's even more defensive.
Sure.
Okay, so roll. It's a contested strength check. Roll a d20.
So strength check.
Yeah, roll your d20.
Got a 5.
Yeah, so as you try to knock him to the ground, he brushes your weapons aside and grips his weapons harder and is ready to fight back. Anything else?
What can I do?
You can move away, but then he'll get to swing at you. But you try to knock him down for your action.
I'll try to move.
Don't move away, he'll attack you. Just stay like you are.
Okay.
Okay, next up after Lily, Pee-wee. You gonna swing at this guy in front of you?
Yes, please, Pee-wee.
Yes.
All right, roll your d20, buddy.
It's a 2.
2. You swing wide, and he's able to step aside, and you don't hit him. Next up after Pee-wee is Baldric.
I expertly roll.
Pull your sleeves up expertly.
And now
We all think you're
I am going to. I'm gonna firebolt the guy next to Pee-wee.
The guy next to Pee-wee? Okay. Alright.
Natural 20.
So natural 20, you automatically hit for maximum damage. So you do 10 damage to that guy. And he falls over as the firebolt hits him in the chin.
Sorry.
That was a lame firebolt. I just like to take him off because
That's
I
a
think
far-
I'm fighting down.
Next up, Wolf.
Just like,
Alright, so if I try and move that guy, will try to swing at me, correct?
Yep.
Okay,
He's holding his jaw with one hand.
yeah.
Well,
I
he's
feel really bad.
got both of his weapons in his hand still, so he's good to go.
I just feel really bad what I did.
Put him down.
I have to, yeah. I can't.
Okay, we'll keep the other guy. Take him down.
Yeah, the guy.
So, you're gonna swing at him with your longsword?
No, he's gonna
No,
push
I'm
him
trying to
or
look
dance
like
around
you.
his body.
throw flowers. Poisonous flowers.
I'm gonna try attack.
Okay, roll a d20.
3. 3.
You rolled a 3.
Yeah.
So you swing wide, he ducks below it, and you're able to make contact. Next up is Vodka.
Okay, let me try to take a swing.
Warhammer him.
Okay. I'm feeling a little angry, and I go, yeah! And I attack the guy right in front of us. And it's a 13 plus 3, so it's a 16.
You don't get, it's plus 3, isn't it plus 3 plus 2?
It's
Warhammer.
13 plus 1 plus 2.
Oh, plus 1 plus 2. I'm sorry, I thought you were plus 2. Yeah, you hit. You only need 14 to hit. So you hit and roll your damage. I think it's 1d8. I have a drink. Exactly.
He doesn't have, well,
8.
Plus
1.
1. He falls to the ground as your warhammer smashes into his 2 kneecaps, and he falls over, defeated.
And I say, yay.
Yay!
And we need
Alright.
to keep
We
down.
need to keep this guy.
Right
So
now,
this red brand pulls out his 2 shorts. Well, he still has his 2 short swords out, and he moves forward 1 square, and he swings once at Baldric.
I'm offended.
He misses with a 9, and then he swings at Lily, and he hits with a 20. So Lily, you take 6 points of damage.
God, you're still alive.
How much?
He's only got 3 health.
So he hits you, and he slices into your thigh, and it rips open a hole in your leg, and you start to leak a little bit. Lily, you're up.
Just knock
Lily,
him out.
you need to tie him
Knock
up.
him
Don't
out.
kill him. Don't kill him.
Knock him out.
Tie up.
You attack. You just I don't want to do lethal damage. That's
No.
all. So you still roll to attack and
Let me
everything.
do the
Nope, it's not your turn.
What are you gonna do?
How much?
Just
Could
knock him
I
out.
kind of check to see how much health he has?
He's looking pretty healthy. He's barely been touched.
You can just
Oh.
knock him out.
Knock him out, bro.
Just knock him out.
Knock
Yeah,
him
so
out.
that's what I'm
Knock
saying. You
him
roll the
out.
attack like normal.
I can't hear you when they're all saying knock it out.
So
knock it out.
I've already said it once. I'll say it again. You just roll to
Six
attack like
swings.
normal. You just don't say I don't want to do lethal damage, and you can knock him out instead of killing him.
Oh,
So
okay.
just roll-
Non-lethal damage.
6.
What did you roll?
6.
Eh.
6 plus
It doesn't, I don't think it doesn't
8.
matter. He won't hit.
6 plus 4 plus 2, right? So
Mhm.
12. So that doesn't hit. Roll again. With your second short sword.
15.
15 plus
6.
4 plus 2 is 21. That hits. Roll your damage.
What damage?
D6
Why
plus.
do I want to damage him?
D.
It's a D. It's a
It's a
D6 for a
D8.
short sword. No, it's a D6 for a short sword.
Well, then it was only plus 3.
Still hits though.
Okay. So 1d6 plus 4.
1d6
4?
plus 4.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
6.
6 plus 4.
Oh,
10.
10 damage. Yeah, you open him up really good with your. You hit him with the palm of your short sword, and he is he's dazed. You can see little birdies flying around his head as you've almost knocked him out. He's almost there.
Do you have rope?
And then I start to silently
Next
cry.
up after Lily is Pee Wee.
Do you have rope?
Yeah, I have rope.
Yep,
It's Pee-wee's turn. Do you have rope?
Yes.
Everyone
I
has
walked
rope.
behind him and I
Luke already used his.
I tried to knot it. I
Well,
tried
you
to
can't
knot
time up yet because he's still standing up. You'd have to attack him and knock him out.
Dad,
Okay.
I think
Oh,
Luke
is
already
it?
used his rope.
He
No,
got
he
it
has
back.
rope.
He got it back.
Wait, I didn't hit him to the ground.
I knocked him out with my plushie.
All right. So you pull a plushie out of your pocket and you hit him. Roll your D20
12.
plus.
Is this hand axe?
No, it's
Great sword.
it's great sword.
Plus 7. 12 plus 7. 19.
19.
You hit, so roll your damage. Roll 2 cubes,
You're knocking him out like
and
you.
add what 4?
Come on. 2 plus 1 is
4. 3.
plus 5.
3 plus 5.
Look, 3 plus 5.
Nice. So you hit him on the back of the head as you snuck up behind him, and he crumples to the ground unconscious.
Oh, plush is
So
so
we're out of
great.
battle now?
And
You're out of battle, so for the sake of time, you tie him up, okay? And that's where we're gonna stop tonight because you guys have got to level up before we proceed to the next level of the adventure.
Well,
I
did we
was
do
about
milestone?
to roll up my sleeve and be like, live.
Yeah,
How would we
Model
not-
Summer Wars. Didn't we do that one quest?
How have we not
Yeah.
leveled up?
So you just hit level 2 at the end of this one. So
Okay, is there any way that
Oh.
at the end of this
Wait,
I can
wait,
throw out a
Dad,
healing that we can finish these boxes? Nothing. We're gonna have to pick up there
we'll
it
just
is.
pick up right where we're at next
And
time.
we're
You
So
not
mean
leveled
level
up.
1?
we'll level up. So what we'll say is that you guys you grab the red brand, you tie him up, and you take him back to the Stonehill Inn into your room. And so when we
Oh, but we would have looked through this stuff.
you want to search the bodies
Yeah,
real
if we're
quick?
leaving this,
All
we're
right.
gonna search all the bodies. We're gonna search all the stuff.
So the stuff is just it's part of the tap house. So it's like
XP.
it's like barrels of ale and stuff. So you guys can't take that with you. But the guys that you defeated, the 4 red ruffians, you find 18 gold and 8 silver. So if you can grab that and split that up with the party.
Silver.
So
Um,
1826.
Dad, you know how there's just ale? Me and Mom drink. If we can't take it, we'll
William vodka, suck it down before we leave the
Awesome.
room.
So here's where we're gonna end. So you guys
Listen.
knock the red ruffian out. You take him back to the Stonehill Inn. You have him tied up in your room, and you're gonna question him. And when we pick up next time, you're gonna be in your room. You're gonna be questioning the red ruffian,
And we're gonna be level.
and you'll be level 2. So we'll level up off camera, and we'll be ready as we play next time for level 2. Level 2. That's
So-
right,
Yeah.
Elvis.
Wait, you mean level 1 because we were just level 0?
You were level 1.
Yeah.
So I want to thank everyone that came out and watched. There's a couple of new folks in the chat. Be sure to click that follow button at top. We really appreciate it. Tomorrow at 4 o'clock Central Standard Time, we'll be kicking off episode 1 of A Baleful Hell, our primary campaign with the other group. And it's a bunch of level 3 characters just kicking off in a campaign that Malavis is actually the DM of, and that's at 4 o'clock starting tomorrow. I want to thank Rory, Cole, Luke, Jamie, and Gage for an excellent night of D&D. Everyone took their turns talking. You guys worked as a team. The only thing we need to work on is being a little bit more trusting of innocent people. Yes, Pee-wee.
3 each.
What's up, Pee-wee?
How much XP do we have?
You're going to be level 2, and we'll look that up, and we'll do that off camera, and we'll get you guys all leveled up, okay?
You're not taking those extra.
She's not an innocent. Can't trust a woman that sells kale.
You can't trust the one that sells kale. All right, guys. Wave to the camera. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye. Thanks
Ramshackle Production.
Ram-
Congratulations!
Did you you say bye, Felicia's? Okay.
There's more than one out there. I'm
Bye,
telling you,
guys.
baby.